Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Gorilla here. Welcome you all to Being the Asylum, episode 304. Tonight's going to be just a two panel. Then again, we might get Jordan Williams up here. Who knows? Omega Ray will not be here tonight. Um, might just maybe CJ wants to be part of it. I don't know. If he's available, but none here or there. But folks, just want to say happy 35th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. This actually came across my mind from someone that join along with me here, and he's gonna take the floor from me when it comes to it. Because right now I'm about to do something right now. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the faces of Sega, and still growing. Even though Sega doesn't have its own system no more. You know, but that's not here or there. The point is that Sonic the Hedgehog has been around for 35 years and still growing. So that being said, while I've the here to take the floor for the 35th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog here, to join along with me here, and we'll go discuss some of things as well, besides Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, so here's the True Japer.
What's up, y'all? Back with another BTA. And yes, Sonic is officially 35. 35 years old. 35 years of the Blue Blur, the Blue Hedgehog. Man, one of my all-time favorite characters, franchises, games. Love Sonic the Hedgehog, man. I love him with fiery passion, man. I've been a fan of his ever since I was a kid. The first ever Sonic game I ever played was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube. I remember my cousin, sometimes like in a weekend to bring his GameCube. I remember he had two games. He had more than two games, but the two games I remember him having the most was Super Smash Bros. Melee and obviously Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And when I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the first time, I was just amazed of the gameplay, the music, the characters, the cutscene. I was just blown away. Sonic Adventure 2 was my introduction to the franchise. Sonic Unleashed is what made me a fan. I love Sonic Unleashed, one of my favorite games of all time of Sonic. I love the boost gameplay, the daytime stages and the nighttime stages when you turn into the Werehog. The music, man, was just fantastic. And even going back, like the classic games, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, those games are fantastic. If there's one thing, if there's one thing for the most part Sonic gets right, it's the music, man. The music are bangers. The soundtrack are bangers, bro. I love the songs, through the years. Whether it's, the classic games, the Dreamcast, era games, the modern games. So much good music from those games, man. We had, good stories like, in the classic games, the adventure games, Heroes, Unleashed, Frontiers, like so many good stuff. And the movies, man, the live action movies would, they have been honestly one of the best video game movies of all time. Like all three movies have been bangers. And the new one's coming next year, I believe. Like in February. I could be wrong, or April. It's coming next year, which I can't wait. I can't wait for the Sonic 4 movie to come out. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, man. Sonic has a special place in my heart. He's been my favorite character, my favorite franchise. He's my number one favorite franchise. For me, nobody will ever top him. And yeah, man. Sonic's my GOAT. He always has been, always will be. It's never going to change. Dude, I can turn 50 and I'll still play Sonic. I'll still play Sonic, still listen to Sonic music. That's how much I love him, man. Sonic is the GOAT. And fun fact, for those who don't know, Michael Jackson actually did work on the Sonic 3 soundtrack, for the game. So when you listen to some of the music in Sonic 3, you'll definitely recognize some Michael Jackson isms in the soundtrack, especially like Carnival Night Zone. It has like the horn, like the horn sound from a jam. Just a little fun fact. Um, I mean, how Sega, using part of Sega for a little bit. Like, Michael Jackson had his own Sega game, for the Genesis. The Moonwalker. He was part of Space Channel 5. You know, Sega definitely loved himself some Michael Jackson, and I don't blame him. He's an icon. So, but yeah, man. And speaking of Michael Jackson, that's the reason Michael Jackson is the reason why we got the iconic shoes, the buckle shoes, because of obviously bad, when that came out, and he had belts and boots and stuff. That's where they got the idea for Sonic shoes, the buckles, because of Michael Jackson. So yeah, man. Sonic is just like I said, he's just a classic. He's a classic character, classic franchise, you know, and he's still going strong. 35 years later, he's still going strong. Through ups and downs, highs and lows, he's still here today. So happy birthday to Sonic, happy belated birthday to Sonic, and yeah. Well, we'll see you when we hit to the 40th birthday. So yeah, man. Thank you, Sonic.
All right, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, what comes to me, um, and yes, good, um, way to bring up all everything that Sonic the Hedgehog, meant a lot, and what influenced, um, um, a lot what comes to it, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, it's it's pretty amazing, 35 years and still going. Sonic the Hedgehog, it's definitely one of those this games, those times I remember playing um those games when when Sega was around, and I never look back at it, man. What came to those games, from Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Tails, and then what came to the introduction of Knuckles, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, and those were fun times, and even when it came to s- Sonic Hedgehog's games, when they were celebrating some anniversary that was, and it was presented to Xbox, with these other games that that goes with it to play, like Sonic Pinball. And I think one was probably Sonic 3D.
Mm-hmm. Yes, on 3D Blast.
Um, yeah, that one. Yeah, just fun games. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog always has some fun games. It's all because
Yeah.
of what Sega brought to the table, and like um, you know, and like you said, what came to Michael Jackson's influence us a lot. When it comes to the shoes and and the soundtrack for Sonic 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's pretty amazing there.
Yeah.
Um, you know, even though there's no more Sega, there was no more Sega systems, but Sega's still going on, no matter what, and
Yep.
we still have some other games that came out of Sonic, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have more discussion about that when we do on top, on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. And also when it comes to the TV shows and
Yep.
the animated
Yeah.
movies, even like what Gibber said, the live action movies.
Yep.
It's pretty Sonic, I never thought it would ever happen for Sonic, but they finally did it, and it's has indeed become successful in box office.
Yeah, man. Like they pretty much broke the curse of video game adaptations and live action actually being good. Because
Yeah,
for the
that's
most
right.
part, it was either like kind of mediocre or just flat out bad. But Sonic, broke the streak.
Yeah, exactly. So, the
Yeah.
Street Fighter from the past, you'll try and fail. Um,
Mhm.
S- Super Mario Brothers, try that and fail. To me, I thought it was too, because it
I
was
mean, it's a guilty
the way they,
pleasure. Yeah.
yeah. To me, it was
Mhm.
meant to do, it was meant to depression.
Yeah.
Um, and oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. Obviously, Mortal Kombat was not failed. What came to the first
Yeah.
one?
More Kombat was
That came,
good.
it did.
The first one,
Yo,
the first one they
second
did in the
one,
90s, not the
second
not
one,
Annihilation. No,
nah, yeah.
I heard the
But
second
it's,
one that came out this year. I heard that's pretty good.
mhm. So yeah, but when it came to Sonic, yeah, Sonic was the one, obviously, and
Hmm.
and that's why Sonic is still going strong as it is at the end of the day.
Yep.
And that's and that's basically the gist of it. What comes to Sonic, so and
Hmm.
yes, like you said too, what comes to greatest of all times, and what comes to video game characters, and still going strong, Sonic the Hedgehog is definitely one of them on that list
Yep.
of Mount
Yes, he
Rushmore.
is.
If he's not on your Mount Rushmore, then I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta put him in my Russian run. You gotta put him there. I mean, bro, back in the 90s, at the time Nintendo was, running things, with obviously with Mario, you know,
Mhm.
and then when Sonic came around, that really changed, that changed everything. You know, like he was the one that was able to actually compete with Mario, you know.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And they tried before, with Alex Kidd, which it was a good game. Alex Kidd was a good game, but it just didn't
Mhm.
compare to Mario. But when Sonic came out, Sonic 1 came out, and June 1991, it definitely changed the game.
Sure it is.
Yeah, console wars, that was definitely a big thing. Genesis does with Nintendo. Who remembers that?
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah, man.
even when it comes to your other games, yo, like Super Smash Bros. And even the one that Mario and Sonic did together, well, comes to Mario and Sonic Olympics, I think it was.
Yeah, yeah, the Olympic Games.
You,
Yep,
you
which I played.
if yeah, yeah, you can still have them go head on, for that one too. Um,
Yeah.
the one thing that
Hmm.
I wish they would do, I don't know if they ever did, but I really, don't know if they ever did. What comes to obviously when it comes to Mario Kart, I don't know if they have if there's any plans to have Sonic uh you know be part of the Mario Kart franchise.
That
I
would
think
be cool.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because they've had because I know they have like Pac-Man like in the arcade versions, like they have Pac-Man in the Mario Kart games, like in arcades. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, it'd be pretty dope if they were to add Sonic to Mario Kart.
yeah, that would be, man. Especially when it comes to Iron Mario versus Sonic for Super Smash Bros. Uh, that right there when Sonic was first brought into just Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I remember the hype when that happened, man. Like I remember like the hype when they had Sonic, you know, in the game and Super Smash Brothers, Brawl,
Hmm.
dude. Because like we were finally getting it. We were finally getting Mario versus Sonic. You know, like actually, like them fighting basically.
That's right.
Yes, that was a really big thing. And, I believe that was the first time they added like third party characters, in Smash
Like
Bros.
like
Because
like
the first
like
two games was
Sonic.
always like yeah, because the first two games was always like Nintendo characters.
Hmm.
But then
Yeah,
Raw changed that.
which makes sense, but
Yeah.
but they changed it up a lot, not and like yes,
Hmm.
this is what it definitely should have been.
Yep. And it started with Sonic. It started with Sonic and Solid Snake.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I heard originally they were gonna have Sonic for Melee. They were gonna have him, but they couldn't get it, so they just waited for the next game, and they finally pulled the trigger.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Sonic could have been in melee because yeah, he would have fit right in with melee.
Yeah,
Um,
especially during the time when Adventure Two Battle was for the GameCube at the time. You know,
mhm,
so that would have been a perfect opportunity, but they couldn't do it.
yeah, come up with a deal to actually
Yeah,
to go to go through. So
yeah. But hey, we still got him in Brawl, and we still in
still got involved though,
War
which
and
is fitting
Ultimate. So
too because of the when they introduced in Smash Bros. Was um the super the Smash Ball, which is
yep.
your super finisher,
Hmm.
which was fitting for Sonic because he turns to Super Sonic.
Yep. And that was so cool. When they did that. When they introduced the Smash Ball, and you can use it to basically do your super, and then actually
Mhm.
have Sonic turn Super Sonic. That was so cool to me at the time.
He didn't need the emeralds to do it.
Yep. And I remember like they had story mode. Super Smash Brothers Brawl had story mode, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I thought the coolest thing was that Sonic was pretty much the one that saved the day for the rest of the characters at the end.
Hmm.
It took Sonic to save all the Nintendo characters. I thought it was the coolest thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Makes no memories. Like I said, still to this day, Sonic is one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's my number one.
Oh yeah. So yeah, not not bad, man. For Sonic the Hedgehog being still got going fast. You gotta go
Yes, he
fast.
is. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait for next year when the movie comes out, Sonic 4 movie. Can't wait to check that out.
Hell yeah. All right. I will discuss more a little bit about Sonic later on, folks. When it comes to the fun topics, So
Hmm.
um, right now that was a good this was a good start of it.
All right.
So that being said, uh, that's something I want to talk about when it comes to TNA. Which it was overshadowed when it comes to the firings and also the state that team is in right now.
Okay.
First of all, I do want to mention too, the one the other person that did forget to mention too was Step to Lander and Manslaughter that are also known with the company um since that uh also release requested release and then it was granted because obviously they didn't trust Step to Lander to be healthy, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we see Step to Lander right now is out there killing it in the Indies right now.
Hmm.
That's I heard. She had a match against Shotzi Blackheart at House of Glory, and I heard she had a killer match with her. So,
Okay.
so what was the well? So what you're telling me you can trust Steph Lander to wrestle in your company, while other promotions are have no problems booking her, and she's doing fine. You know, I don't get the issue with that whole thing. But either way, um, I feel like Steph Lander was wrongly mistreated by Carl Silver. When it comes to that, then again, it was with Sky Carl Silver. Um, but another thing I want to mention was that um TNA apparently is going to have a developmental um you know feeder system in a way with OVW.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Now, obviously, they've done things before with OVW before. Um. So I don't know when or how long it's been since they haven't done anything with each other. I guess maybe it's just since the 2010s, maybe. Last I checked, um, but it's been a while, and now they're gonna have their own developmental system here. What comes to it, would that benefit anything for TNA for the long haul? Especially you know what comes to the all the the releases that's happened as of late, and especially with the money that some wrestlers are not being satisfied with, which is why that's basically one of the main reasons why they a few of them left, not just because of money, but also because creative.
Yeah.
So now of what I'm hearing about the Raw Dog, Brian James, him coming in, this coming, I can't remember Saturday or Sunday, because this weekend is Slammiversary, which we're going to discuss the matches that's got to be on that show. Um, but Delirious is one of those guys, who's always does some things for creative for TNA, and um and obviously with Tom Jeremy being gone, they feel like they need change up the creative team, which is why we all thought Shane Khan has should have been in that position. Is which is fine that he was a producer for them, but he could contribute a lot more as a TNA creative team. In fact, some talents from TNA even agree to that assumption that he should have been part of the creative team instead of him being let go. Because Sammy Khan has also done some great things for his promotion, and I know he's got a lot of of ideas that could have been a lot better than you know than what they would want to move away from Tom Dreamer's ideas. And speaking of Tom Dreamer, by the way, we talked about this before. Tom Dreamer, actor's
Yeah.
departure from TNA, where he's been you know in a lot of controversy with certain people. Now, obviously, when it came to the one with yeah, Carly Bravo, the whole you're talented, but I'm not sure I want you know to hire you because you know some in the line of to market someone who's a cocky black guy to the world.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
So that was one of them. Another one, which we discussed before, what came to this referee, which I'm trying to remember was okay, Dan Perch. It was the referee. I don't remember who he was, to be honest with you. Um, but the whole thing where he was pulled aside by Tom Dreamer backstage at a TNA show, telling him that he's going to do everything that he could to make sure that he doesn't earn a job in the wrestling business.
Mm-hmm.
But the one, and which is we don't get why Tom Dreamer would say that to someone who's a referee. I don't know what prompted him to even say that in the first place. But then I heard something that was more egregious than those two things. And one of them, Danny Jordan. Now you may not know who Danny Jordan is, Jay Bird. But she's
No.
wrestled but she wrestled plenty of time in TNA. But she also wrestled also plenty of times in AEW, even in dark
Okay.
matches. Basically, her Danny Jordan is the chick. If anyone that remembers, she always carries herself the burn book. Now, if you remember all that reference of the burn book is from Mean Girls, and basically her character is
Okay.
a mean girl. So she had a burn book. That was basically her thing, and but she translated into wrestling, which is great. You take all whatever you gotta take from movies or wherever have you, and you try to translate it into wrestling. It's been done before in the past, obviously.
Mhm.
So what am I getting at with this with Danny Jordan? So Danny Jordan said that Tommy Dreamer basically Tommy Dreamer wanted her to do where Tommy Dreamer's gonna you know basically suggested to do a crotch grab spot. And I don't know. Okay, so here's what it was. Now did she really say of who's gonna do the crotch grab spot to each other to who? I don't know if Tommy Dreamer's gonna grab her to the at the crotch or Dan's gonna grab Tommy Dreamer at the crotch. I don't think it was really specified.
Okay.
You know of who was gonna be doing the crotch grab spot. Basically, like how the whole Joey Ryan thing, that whole thing.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So basically, she's saying all this, and she basically spoke uncomfortable of this, and in her words, saying that time, what comes to Tom Jimmer, that he didn't care to ask about it, you know, you know, if it's okay to do it, I can't remember, but basically he didn't care to ask. I don't want to do this, and how uncomfortable I was. I'm just calling what she's saying, but I'm just a woman, right?
Okay.
So yeah, and Tommy Dreamer has done some things where you know, he's been involved with women before, and when it comes to kissing them, you know, and stepping their asses, and power driving them, obviously, because we've seen it done in ECW. But yeah, that even that one is too much there for for Tommy Dreamer to be to do something like that because I guess I get it. He also knew who Johnny Ryan was, and and keep in mind the same Tommy Dreamer, you know, on Ric Flair's behalf in his defense that Ric Flair was just being a Ric Flair when it comes to wearing nothing under but wearing a robe and spinning his dick like a helicopter, just for for uh for a gag for giggles, you know because it's a joke. But Tom Jr. Looked into the other flight attendant, saying or that looked into her experience with Flair, where you know he's he's showing off this flight attendant his dick and spin like a helicopter and then wanting her to touch it. And obviously when she refused, that's what Flair just you just grab her hand and have her touch it. And Tommy Dreamer's was basically when he heard about that story talking about it, and remember this is from Dark Side of the Ring. he said this on Just Our Ring, where that someone took offense to it, and if that's how she felt, then maybe she should have went to the authorities, whatever, and that to put this heinous person in jail, not knowing that the reason why that she didn't, that she would have done it, but she couldn't because her husband, uh, you know, you know, didn't didn't want the embarrassment of in front of him and his kids, you know, that are also her kids, and
Mm.
and the and the airport that she works for, to keep to keep things quiet because we also do things for other sports teams or whoever have you, and that'll be a bad publicity if that will come out and and now and blah blah blah. But nevertheless, but there were some people that came to us, Tommy Drew's defense. Mickey James was one of them, and Brett Lawndale also was one of them as well. Well, this is no surprise from Brett Lawndale, who for those who don't know, he's the owner of GCW, praising Tom
Yes,
Dreamer because he's an ECW guy. And remember, GCW guys used to hate ECW guys, but now all of a sudden they love ECW guys.
which is ironic because GCW is basically a wannabe ECW.
Exactly. Yeah, fucking hypocrites. But anyways, and I'm talking about Brett Lawndale. I'm not talking about Nick James. Um, now Nick James, yo, I guess she was told by Tom Dreamer. Um, again, she's coming to his defense about everything that's been said about him, and basically, she one point said something about Tom Dreamer, or told her the truth about what this man would like of her if this man is going to give her this push, whatever, right? And basically, Tom Dreamer let her know that, well, this man will push you and like you a lot more if you do something with your breasts. I don't remember all of the content of the word he used of it, but at the same time, Tom Dreamer ain't wrong when it comes to that, you know. But either way, so that's all the things I want to bring up when it comes to that whole thing with Tom Dreamer. But the point is, folks. Um, so yeah, we're gonna see what happens. What's gonna happen with TNA now being basically having OVW as a developmental system. You know, which in a way, when it comes to OVW, you know, yeah, they are a promotion of their own, but they also could be a developmental system. Hell, they were originally a developmental system for WWE. That was your Connect baby at first, until the whole Santa Morella thing happened, and then and the rest is history. And they ended up being controlled by Tommy Dreamer, John Laurinaitis, Paul Heyman for a bit. Until obviously he hasn't been gone in 2006 until came come back later on in 2012. Not obviously during that time, OVW was not part of WWE no more. OVW ends up being the whole thing again. They probably went to
Mhm.
TNA for a bit, but they started all doing their own things afterwards. Um, when it came down to it, but but OV but OVW, it's gonna be a feeder system, a feeder system to TNA, but let's be honest, OVW is most likely a a feeder system to WWE. But then again, any promotion you would think of, that's really a feeder system to WWE and to majority to AEW if they want, to pursue it there. Um, so we'll see what happens with that, what comes to it, and that's all there is about TNA. Now we'll discuss also TNA when it comes to the Slammiversary pay-per-view and and pay-per-views as well that we're gonna discuss as well when it comes to the when it comes to doing previews. And and we'll see what else we can talk about here as well. What comes down to what was we can talk about. So with that being said, um, we're gonna recap once again. Um, some other matches that were preview as well. But we'll get TNA Slammiversary out of the way first.
All right.
So TNA Slammiversary. Um, it will take place in, let's see, because we had it here. Yeah, here we go. Boston, Massachusetts, on June 28th, 2026.
Okay.
Okay, so that's on a Sunday. And what's also on the Sunday is AEW Forbidden Door, which we'll get to as well. But they're going to be at this arena called the Argonis Arena. I'm assuming that's what it's called, or Angonis Arena. But here are the matches so far. So far, there's 9 matches. We got AJ Francis versus
All right.
Elijah. Now,
All right.
there's a storyline going on here. Yeah, there's a storyline going on here with AJ Francis. Apparently, he owns the trademark of not only Elijah but Ezekiel
Uh-oh.
and Elias.
Uh-oh. His brothers.
Yeah. So because the reason why this happened is because AJ Francis suggested that Elijah is so talented. They could do something together. With his style of music and with his style of you know rapping. They can make that money, money, money. You
Money.
know,
Yep.
and obviously he rejected him. And then AJ Francis, when he walked, when Elijah walked away, he basically pulled a Clay Jordan saying, "You're gonna regret that."
Oh, yep.
I'm like, "What are
Yep.
you, Clay Jordan?" So that's why AJ Francis has been making Elijah's life a living hell because he's not allowed to play his music, even though he's doing it as a playing playing the music either way. But AJ Francis will put a stop to it either way, and also serve papers, and that's how this whole build up has gone on. Now, do I care about this build up? I think that do I care about the storyline? To be honest with you, no. I think it's ridiculous. Like this is kind of like with JBL and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels broke, no money. He's got to work for
Oh, yeah.
JBL.
I remember that. I remember that storyline. Yep. Yeah, when
That's
Shawn Michaels was JBL's employee. I remember
yeah.
that.
Now obviously it's a way different story here, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like if you ask me which one I would take out of those two, obviously I'll take JBL and Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Besides, they were able to sell it good. I still remember when JBL tried to force Shawn Michaels to lay down. You know,
Oh yeah,
in the match.
yeah, I remember that was great.
Yeah.
So as far as what this will win, this basically is going to have Eli's gain his win here over on Nature Francis. I'm assuming that's what it's going. That's what this match is supposed to be. Or then again, there's no stipulation here at all. It's just a singles match. So again, I think Eli just win here. So
Now I remember. Yeah, I know we were talking about the HBK JBL storyline. I think I remember why they did that because the whole stock market thing during 2008. That's why they did it.
yeah,
You
I
know,
guess.
that was during that time. So, because I always wonder why, but like now looking back at it, it's like okay, I get it now. Because 2008, the stock was kind of going down. Like there's a big crisis about it. So, I guess Shawn Michaels was affected by it too.
Yeah.
All right, next match.
All right. The next match. Let's see what match I forgot what match. Okay, Eddie Edwards versus Moose.
Moose, Moose.
So yes, they were supposed to have, excuse me, they were supposed to have a match, months ago, but never. I mean, they did have the match, but it ended quickly by DQ because interference by Special Agent Zero from Order 4,
Mm-hmm.
and now this is their way to rehash that match that they should have back there, whatever event it was supposed to be. They were supposed to have that. Which is the same event that Mr. Edwards was still alongside with Moose. Trying to
Yeah.
pretend that she was no part of the system, which in the end, it was that same show by the way. I think it was. I can't remember. No, actually, no, it wasn't. Um,
Yeah. Do you want to know something? I lied. Mhm.
yeah, and about Richard Evans could be there for 8 hours. So yeah, so now the roles will
Mhm.
be different now. Now Richard Evans could be inside of her husband. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so this is I'm assuming it's going to be the end of the whole thing with Moose and the system. But then again, I don't think it's going to. Um,
Yeah, we'll see.
I could be wrong, but we'll see.
I think
Yeah, we
I
shall
think
see.
Moose will probably win.
Um, Now Moose won the last match Friday, and the only reason why he won that match was because again, also interferences. So I think Eddie Elvis going to win this one,
Okay. And then maybe we'll probably have a rubber match.
especially the AL. Yeah, especially AL is going to be all another opportunity for the title. The TNA World title. At
Right.
someone from after Slammiversary, I'm assuming. So I think he's winning. So yeah. Uh, and that is something that you wanted. If you want to know something, there you go. Uh, Eric Young versus Ricky Sosa.
Yep.
So this match is happening because Ricky Sosa is out for revenge on Eric Young, who took him out.
Yeah.
Weeks ago I think it was. So and Eric Young wants revenge on him for costing him the TNA World Title match because when Ricky Sosa returned, he you know distracted Eric Young, and then the Master Town took advantage of it, and and yeah, so that basically happened. And now Eric Young is out for revenge. So basically, two guys are out for revenge for another. So as far who shall win this match, uh, Ricky Sosa,
Yeah.
he
So
should
so
obviously win.
yeah.
Now I don't know what this means for Eric Young. Um, Afterwards, but um, because when it comes to Eric Young, Mason Wood tells me that he might be leaving too. Based on how everything has transpired in TNA, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe he'll have a position of being a producer or whatever have you once he retires. But I don't think he's retiring anytime soon. He can still go in the ring. But something tells me he's probably gonna be end up being done too in TNA. So we shall see. I give a moment. I wash my hands. Okay. Now on to the next match. And the next match, uh, let's see, what should we go with? So far, we talked about some matches that had nothing to do with championships. So let's go. Okay, so yeah, so now we're going to talk about some matches that involve championships now. For example, Mustafa Ali will
Hmm.
defend his TNA International Championship against someone who's going to accept the open challenge on the pay per view.
Ooh. Okay.
To be announced. Who that could be, I don't know. Um, which is why we have to find out. So I guess we can't really give a prediction of it, of it. So or we could speculate of who could it be, who could be answering the challenge.
Yep. Yeah. So whatever. We'll see.
But we shall see. Yeah. Um. So that being said, let's move on to this next match. Which oh, by the way, this has nothing to do with a championship, but this has something to do of earning the right to face the champion, which is the return of Ultimate X.
Yeah.
And this will determine this. Well, actually, no. Actually, it is for a title. Oh, shit. Okay, so it is for a title. It's for the X Division Championship, which is currently held by Cedric Alexander.
All right.
All right, so basically, you get the champion, Cedric Alexander, the TNA X Division Champion, versus Leon Sater
Okay.
versus Frankie Kazarian
All right.
versus Mr. Elegance
Oh boy.
versus Fabian Eichner
Okay.
versus Casey Navarro
All right.
and versus the returning Amazing Red.
Yep. Yeah, I heard he's gonna be there. He's gonna be.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
So yes, this is going to be obviously a killer match. Now I don't know if how killer it's going to be with Mr. Elegance in the match, where all he do is just wave his arms up and down like he's swimming in midair and flexing.
I mean, he's
Meanwhile, you
great.
got other guys here. Meanwhile, you got other guys here that can actually contribute in the Ultimate X match. So
Well,
much than Mr. Elegance could.
well, you never know, Robert. Maybe it'll surprise you.
Well, yeah, maybe he'll surprise me. Maybe they'll put him on the table, and that'll be his highlight.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up, folks. I mean, it'll be something is to see Mr. Elegance, perform well. But of what we've seen lately, we have not been impressed with Mr. Elegance in the ring.
I think it's great.
But nevertheless, but obviously, who I think should win? I think Cedric, Cedric just won the belt. He ain't losing the belt anytime soon. So he's gonna retain.
Yeah. 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 Cedric's still gonna be champion.
Yeah, especially that that Leon Slater, if I could win it back either way, because I think Leon Slater, I think apparently his contract is gonna be up, and he's gonna be leaving pretty soon. So
Yeah, I heard about that. So yeah, probably another TNA wrestler leaving the company.
yep, which we'll get to as well. But it's safe for last.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Cedric's gonna retain. So speaking of of elegance, the elegance trash will defend their TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships against uh Rosemary and Allie, the Demon Bunny. And obviously the champions are Heather and End by Elegance, which were saved from Trash by Elegance match. But at the same time, we still got the Elegant trash either way, so we still lose. Uh, I'll put the belts on Rosemary and Allie. I think
Okay.
they should win the title. Not because not just because I hate the Elegant trash, but they've never been tag team champions together when they first teamed up. So I think in fact, I know they weren't because the tag team belts were not around anymore at that time they were teamed up. So I think they should win the belts here.
Okay.
So there you go. All right. Uh, so stick with the knockouts here because the TNA Knockouts World Championship, Megan Lee defends it against her former best friend, the former tag teams of the Angel Warriors, Saya Brookside, who's gone
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
You want
Bella's
to talk
got
about
better.
who's gone?
Well,
I was gonna say, yeah, you want to talk about who's gone bad better? Saya Brookside's gone bad better. Mm.
Nikki was better. Well,
Yeah, so much. Yeah, so much that it turned back babyface. And all ended up being a waste because she got hurt. So so much for that. Mm.
I think it's great.
But anyways, yes. But anyways, I think Cyber's winning. Mm. What do you think?
Um, I think Lay's probably gonna win. Lay's Lee is gonna win.
All right, game revenge here. I see justice, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, well, we'll see. I'll try to make a match of the way. If these two, you know, are they can definitely pull out a very good match. So we'll see how this turns out. All right, then we get to let's see before I move on to yours. Okay, two more here. The three-way tag team match, which is involves ladders. So yes, a ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team Championships.
All right.
It involves the System, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson, the other current tag champions, versus
Mm-hmm.
the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch, versus the Broken Hardys of Broken Matt Hardy and Rada Nero.
Brother Nero.
Now before I talk, about this match, did you get a chance to catch the match that the Righteous and the Broken Hardys had on TNA?
Um, I don't think I saw it.
Basically they had the Wicked Garden match, which I was trying to remember what the name was at the time. When I was talking to Omega about it. But yeah, the Wicked Garden match they had, which it was a match that the Righteous, is known for. Um,
Okay.
that was the sickest match I've ever seen. Especially that party where holy shit, like the barbed wire, caught behind his hair at one point, and yeah, yeah, the barbed wire's a barbed wire wrapped around the ropes and flour. Mm. But yeah, um, so they had a match again. This time, it involves the system and it involves the tag belts and it involves ladders. And the system's going to win.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
say the system.
yeah. I think Simpson's gonna retain.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, yeah, it's just a little funny. It's just a little funny though. But it was fine. Um, but yeah. This is going to retain though. Hmm. Uh, you said the same thing, Jaybird? This is going to retain.
Huh?
You said the same thing that this is going to retain.
Yeah, yeah. I said Simpson's gonna retain.
All right. But yeah, I definitely see them retain. Hmm. It's good for my Super way. Obviously. Um, and finally, the main event of Slammiversary, the TNA World Championship. Mike Santana defends it against Nick Nemeth, who called his shot for this championship. And I think this is the night that Nick Nemeth wins back the belt.
Okay.
And the
Well, I
reason I say
mean,
that because I think Mike Santana's leaving too.
yeah. I was
His
gonna say
contract
that
his
too.
contract his contract's up too.
Yeah. So yeah. So if Nick Nemeth does win, then yeah, that definitely shows that Mike Santana's definitely leaving TNA, and most likely going to
Mhm.
WWE because I don't see him going back to AEW.
Yeah, no,
If
exactly.
anything, he'll probably go to like NXT.
Yeah, he's obviously he's dropping his teeth.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. As far as what's happening in the rest of the show, they didn't really talk about much about what's happening on the show other than the key matches that's happening. because usually when Slammiversary comes around, they always talk about what's like to happen at Slammiversary. Oh, there's someone that said something about some TNA Hall of Famers going to be there. I don't remember who they said it was going to be there.
Yeah,
Um,
I heard about that. Like a TNA Hall of Fame's gonna be there. It might be
yeah.
there.
But usually on that night too, they also usually announce who's going to be in the hall, who's going to be going into the Hall of Fame as well. Minus well, ODB, from earlier, this year,
Yeah.
um, where they announced her early to go in the Hall of Fame, for and the knockout portion of going to the Hall of Fame for TNA. But makes you wonder
Mhm.
who's gonna be, if they do it on that night, who's gonna be, you know the male wrestler that's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I'm thinking maybe AJ Styles. Um, but we shall see. But
We'll see.
there you go. Um, and that was Summerversary.
All
Let's
right.
talk about the matches that's happening on the Sunday, and follow on that Sunday as well. We got a Forbidden Door.
All right.
So let's get to the Forbidden Door if I can find it, because it's not letting me find it. It's acting up on me here. Okay, here we go. Forbidden Door. Here we go. All right, but this will also be on the 28th of 2026 of this month in San Jose, California, excuse me, at the ASP Center.
All right.
So far we got one pre-show match for now until they announce more,
Yeah.
on Saturday. But for now, they got the Divine Dominion, Megan Bain and Lane Cross, Lane Cross, excuse me. Uh, they are defending their tag team titles against Thunder Rosa, and they are returning of Olympia, because she wrestled for AEW before. I think
Mhm.
last year, like when they did Forbidden Door. Um, now I don't think she wrestled Forbidden Door. I think she wrestled during Forbidden Door build ups and all. But I do remember seeing her though last year. But anyways, but yeah, for the tag titles, and Divine Dominion are gonna win. So they're not gonna lose the belts, especially to what we're looking at here with Thunder Rosa and Olympia, a makeshift tag team. So Megan Bain and Lana Cross is retain, and that's the pre-show. Now for the main show, you got Alan Copeland and Christian Cage defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Dogs. David Finlay and Clark Connors. And you're gonna have Copeland Cage win, because the Dogs ain't winning the belts. Mm, mm.
Oh, what match you
Sorry,
just said?
I'm sorry. I'll trim my food a little bit. Um, Copeland Cage versus the Dogs. Tag titles.
All right. Uh, Cup Cage.
There you go. Mm. Then we get to a three-way tag team match.
All right.
It involves the Cucamonga
Oh boy,
Sparks
the Cucks of Youth.
versus Bell Sky Team.
Okay. Who's
which
that team
is
again? Is
which is
Mystico and who?
Mystical and Masquerade Dorada.
Okay.
Mhm. Versus Unbound Company, which is Shingo Takagi and Titan.
All right.
Uh, I don't care.
I don't care. I mean, it
But
does.
they're
It
gonna,
kind of does sound
have
good.
to,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to click on the Fox win because they're gonna be
Yeah,
going to
most
All
likely.
In to face the tag
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah, it's gonna be Copen Cage versus the Young Bucks, which they're gonna look as a dream match.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right, next match for the AEW Continental Championship. John Moxley defends it against Bandino.
All right.
Moxley wins.
Yeah.
Next match for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Shuda Umino defends against the Bastard Pack.
The bastard pack.
Mhm. Shuda,
Yeah.
Pack should win, but then again, Pack third on AEW television that much anyways. Unless it's necessary. Um, I can't remember the last thing he's wrestled for New Japan. You know, because it's
Yeah.
sounds like yeah,
Yeah. It's been a while.
yeah. Flash Hotel was for one. So, hmm. All right, AEW Women's World Championship. Tekla versus Starlight Kid. Now, if you talk about a match that I feel like is Forbidden Door worthy, this feels like Forbidden Door worthy because of what Tekla has been doing. But it pertains to making Stardom life a living hell, especially to the president of
Ooh,
Stardom. If you remember seeing
okay.
clips of it, yeah, she was torturing and terrorizing the president of Stardom, going
Oh
after
wow.
him, beat him up, try to try to bust cut his hair.
Wow.
Tech was great. But yeah,
Hmm.
you're a Starlight Kid, who I heard a lot when it comes to Starlight Kid, being a very good wrestler. Um, oh, working singles. I haven't seen her in singles matches. I've seen her maybe in multi matches or tag team matches, whatever. But um, of what I've seen of her, yeah, she's pretty good. But I gotta see how she does in singles matches though. And apparently to Tony Khan, outside of AEW, is one of her favorite wrestlers. One of his favorite wrestlers, I should say.
Okay.
I don't know what I say about other wrestlers that should be one of his favorites, but that's not here or there. But anyway, but Tyler's retaining. They're not gonna have Starlight Kid. As much as Starlight Kid, is being looked at as Tony Khan's favorite wrestler. Tony Khan ain't gonna put the ball on her. Yeah, yeah, you may be a fan of hers all you want. You can be a fan of her all you want, but you're not gonna put your belt on her. Not
No.
unless she's working for you. Then you go put the belt on her.
I mean, when's the last time a New Japan wrestler, won a AEW championship?
uh, I can't really think of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
If it did happen, we don't know who it could have been.
yeah.
But that's not you were there. Um, but there you go. But Texas routine. All right. I'll say the tournaments for last. Well, yeah, next to the cage match, I should say. The cage match we'll save for last. I meant to say, but the tournament will save as the co-main events. Because next we're gonna talk about Kenny Omega versus Zack Saber Jr.
Oh boy. Now this is definitely Forbidden Door worthy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good match. I'm not a fan of the build that they did with these two. I was like, I don't care about the build what they're doing. Just give me the match.
Yeah,
Just
just
give
give
me
me the
the
match.
fucking match.
Just give me the match.
Because the build's been trash. Yo, can't make it doing all the talking. He's actually sure they barely haven't do any talking at all, which he can talk. I don't understand why they don't let him talk. It's like they
Who
got
are
him
you,
on
Brock
mute.
Lesnar? Wow.
But yeah, but as far as who will win, Kenny Omega, the best match was Shane gonna win. So especially where he's gonna be going into Redemption, the new pay-per-view by the way for AEW. That's gonna be in Canada.
Redemption. Yep.
So there you go. So now we get to the tournaments finals for the men's and women's Owen Hart Cup. And we'll start with the women's first. Michelle Monet, who's there to protect her title. It's not really a title to be defended, but she's defending the right of the title that she won last year. And she's going up against Maya World. Maya World, who was never even supposed to be in the tournament in the first place for two reasons. One important reason is a big deal. But one reason in particular is because Sari was supposed to be in the tournament originally, but Sari, who's dealing with a neck injury, they were trying to see if she was gonna be able to go in this tournament. Obviously, that didn't happen, so they need a replacement. It was not supposed to be Maya World in this spot, but due to the events of her late brother, who unfortunately passed away, some kind of car wreck that happened, and Tony Khan obligated for her, you know, to take time off, to be to grieve for your family, for your loss of your brother. But Maya World
Mhm.
says she wants to be here. She wants to to honor her brother because her brother is the reason why she's in wrestling in the first place.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And by the way, she's the youngest of her brother.
All right.
Um Now I don't know if those they're the only siblings in the family, but because again I really don't know much about her to know that. But um other than that, she's a wrestler and also she's trained by Athena. So, but she's out. So she wanted to be here. She wants to stay. This is the only way she could grieve her brother's loss to honor her brother. So I think Tony Khan looked at this what comes to my world that she's willing to to commit to still wrestle despite the loss of her family. He sees that as someone that he can trust and be an access and also has basically found a mutual respect of my world because I also think about this too. My world and Haina or Hyan, what how you say her name, because her tag team partner. Those two were given opportunities that was never supposed to be given to them in the first place. And I remember the whole thing with next on Noel and Miranda Liz, where they didn't like the booking of the match because it was a short the time was going to be short and they was going to lose. Basically, don't work for us, sister.
Yeah, it does work for us. So, yep.
So the opportunities that they lost ends up being Hyan and Maya World, and to see what Maya World is right now.
Maya
Now see
World.
now see what Maya World. You know, we're doing this whole thing with Hyan. This tag team thing. Where eventually they will become tag team champions. In AEW. But
Uh-huh.
what comes to on my world, they see my world someone who would be a single competitor more so than Hyan. Not against Hyan, because Hyan is pretty good too. Of what I saw of her. But my world, especially who she was trained by, Athena. Um, especially she was part of the survival of the fittest from Ring of Honor's Super Showdown, and she was she was on. the finals, in that match with Athena, but came up short because the stars got involved. They see high praises with My World here, and I think My World, is gonna go into the tournament that she was not supposed to be in the first place after getting win over Sky Blue and getting a win over on Athena, who was the forever Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. And here she is facing one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, in Mrricanjay21 in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
You you couldn't ask for a better comeback story. Striking the iron while it's hot. You couldn't ask for a better position for someone like My World to be in. In this tournament, the way that Tony Khan has been presenting her so far,
Yeah.
especially during the top story of the loss of her brother. Which you guys count on Sockface to always mention that you got the people what they want. Her brother passed away.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. If Maya World loses, he'll do his fake crying. You know.
Oh God.
That my world deserved this, man. She did it. She did it for her brother. You know.
But here's the thing. I don't think she's losing. I think she's winning.
I, I hope she wins.
Now, if Tony Khan wants to stretch the iron top with My World, I will have her win this tournament. Now, I don't think she should win the title.
Yeah, I don't think she'll win the title, but definitely her getting an opportunity at All In, like one of the biggest shows. That's definitely
Yeah.
That's definitely a big, a huge opportunity to showcase her.
Yeah. And I think eventually she will eventually become Women's World Champion in AEW, but this is
Yeah.
not. It will not be this time. It will not be at this time.
No,
However,
no.
if there's one title they want her to go after, that one title, it should be the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. She should be the one to dethrone the teacher and Athena.
Yeah,
Come
especially since she did
upcoming,
eliminate her.
yeah, for upcoming final battle for Ring of Honor this year later. Obviously, which is later on this year, but if the bid starts, because I know they think highly about Big Talk too, to be the one to just the story there with Big Talk should be the one. Scrap that. Give it to My World. If it's anything that My World should get a shot of being a Women's World Champion, it should be the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship, and she should be the one to dethrone Athena. And then if you still want to do Big Talk to win the belt, maybe have her be the one to beat My World somewhere down tonight in 2027, and then My World can eventually achieve her lifelong dream in AEW to be an AEW Women's World Champion. Not so hard to be a tag team champion though with Hyon, because again, with those two all being in the tag team to replace the two selfish sisters, you know that they refuse to to lay down. They should at least tag team gold before My World eventually later on in the future becomes AEW Women's World Champion. So, but yeah, I'll definitely go My World to win.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna be rest assured though on Collision because there's a tag team match happening, which is Monday and Athena versus Hyon and My World.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it will determine
No.
see. Yeah, and from there, it's going to determine see what happens at the pay per view. What comes down to it. And apparently, that's going to be the main event of Collision, by the way. That tag team match.
Okay.
All right, now for the men's. Um, Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
Well, Ospreay.
Obviously, Will Ospreay. Now,
Yeah.
Will Ospreay on the show with the Death Riders. They opened the show on Dynamite, and they were huddling, and then they started doing their you know their the rotate, they were rotating around, and they were doing something, they were just trying out something out of the mirror. Basically, they hyping themselves up. All of a sudden, they were done with that, right? And Will Ospreay lost his balance and he fell. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell just happened there? I rewinded to see how did that happen, and then once I saw how it happened, I'm like, holy shit, he lost his balance. And obviously there were Moxley didn't laugh at it because obviously he kept a straight face. I'm pretty sure he busted out laughing when the camera was off on him. But
Mm-hmm.
Yuta was smiling, and then Marisha Fear was chuckling a little bit, and then Garcia was he looked about the crack, and then Osprey he couldn't help but the crack right there. Oh yeah, and also I mentioned Chloe was there too, mommy, but you couldn't tell if he was laughing because he was wearing a mask. So, but yeah, 'cause, he does stuff for CMLL. So, hmm. um, but so Walker, yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. And he's gonna go into All In to face MJF. Unless they want to do Kenny Omega versus versus Ospreay. This is why Kenny Omega is from Redemption over on MJF. You know for
Yeah,
the Redemption pay per view. But I
we'll see.
disagree with
Yeah,
that.
they're
And
gonna
just
go.
and just
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go MJF versus Ospreay. Kind of run that back.
yeah,
Again.
I will run. I will definitely run that back this time
Yeah, but this
for the
for the world
biggest
title.
prize.
Mm-hmm. Which
Speaking of
by the way,
which,
like that build up for a few years ago. I think it was like what 2024. Yeah, it was 2024 because last year it was in Texas. Um, dude, that build up in that match was freaking fantastic. MJF versus
yes,
Will Ospreay.
yes, it was.
So
Yes,
I'm sure this year will probably be no different if they do the match.
hmm I agree. I definitely agree. So, speaking of which, we got the steel cage match. What they kind of did last year too, from the Forbidden Door last year, except last year was lights out type of rules. This this is not light rules. I mean, this is not lights out rules, but it's still a steel cage match, which involves a 12-man tag team. Excuse me. Oh man, very very looking first. Mm. So, Team
I know that's
Briscoe versus Team MJF.
all right.
So, Team Briscoe involves Mark Briscoe, obviously, Orange Cassidy, Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Konosuke Takeshita, and Darby Allin.
I was about to say. It's basically the collaboration, but
Yeah, yeah. Minus Konosuke.
yeah.
And Darby too. And Darby.
Mm-hmm.
But it's MJF teaming up with the Don Callis family,
Yep, I know that.
which is Kevin Knight,
All
Kyle
right.
Fletcher, Jake
Mm-hmm.
Doyle,
Mm-hmm.
Kazuchika Okada,
Mm-hmm.
and Andrade El Idolo.
Idolo. How you
Yes,
know?
how you know. So, if Mark Briscoe's team wins, which they will, then Mark Briscoe will get a shot at MGS AEW World Championship title match, which I'm assuming it's going to be it's going to follow on Dynamite on July 1st.
Probably.
So we shall see. Um, Now they gave us a preview of this match on Dynamite last week, and I thought it was a very good match, a very good main event match they did. And all I can say is, if Orange Cassidy was not in the match, I would have given it a 5-star match. And here we are, going into Forbidden Door, where Orange Cassidy is going to be in the cage, and yeah, it might be a good match too, in the cage and all. But we gotta see how it turns out first. Especially how Orange Cassidy, is with his stick that he does all the time, which is going to be no different, obviously, with all his matches. But I can't really see what they do with this match and all. And but at the end of the day, it's going to be Team Briscoe getting the win, so that Mark Briscoe can get a shot at the AEW title against MJF on that Dynamite show, just to get out of the way, so that MJF can face him and get a redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And there you go.
All right.
Now, a few more things about AEW. They're doing like Omega Red said on he crosses he crossed my mind for this when it came to AEW doing their own Survival of the Fittest match for the AEW TBS Championship, since Will Nightingale had a relationship because of a shoulder injury that she suffered too.
Yeah.
So they got someone like a Pro Stephanie in the match, which is fine because Pro Stephanie, who was originally supposed to be in the Survival of the Fittest match, Ring of Honor's Super Card of Honor, but she was still dealing with an injury that she couldn't get over yet.
Right.
But ever since that was all over, she did get over it, which she still ends up being part of the tournament of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. So she basically what they did was they were doing qualifier matches to see who's going and would be into this AW TBS Championship Survivor this match. And for Stephanie, won her qualifier match. Kristen Lander won her qualifier match. You had Holly Cameron win her qualifier match, and you had Queen Aminata win her match. And we had two more matches to qualifier matches to happen, which I'm assuming is the rest of this qualifier collision. And that's going to be saved for next week's Dynamite show on July 1st to crown the new AEW TBS champion.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know that the Survivor of the Fittest match basically it's elimination rules. To get to the final two, and then last one standing, by pinfall submission is your winner, and a prize will be waiting for you, and that is the AEW TBS championship. So there you go. All right. So that's what I want to mention with that. Now let's get to WWE Night of Champions. Just to get go through that again. Because it's going to be taking place on a Saturday at Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom Arena, on July 27th, 2026. And we got Omega Red in the group chat there. What is up? I mean, the live chat, let's say. What's up, Omega? So,
where you at? Wow.
How you know? But so we'll get the King of Ring stuff out of the way first. Obviously, we already mentioned already with Jey Uso versus Obafemi. Winner will face the champion that they're choosing at SummerSlam. If Jey Uso wins, which he is, because of who's going to cause Obafemi, then he's going to choose Clear Rose for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam that no one wants to watch and no one wants to see for night one's main event.
That's great.
Because 4 letters, 1 word.
King. It's just King Oos. Day one it's just King Oos. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But in the real world, by the way, let me see something here. Yeah, Omega says that Night Champions is gonna be trash. Not trash.
He said, "I hope James runs it back for you."
Oh God. Yeah, run it back, Goose. Run it back, Goose.
Yeah, run it back, Goose. Yeah, let's run it back, Goose.
Now, like I said, in the real world, the family should win in the ring and challenge Roman Reigns for the title at SummerSlam, but that's not what they want to do because they got this problem with the bloodline that they're so have a fetish for that they cannot escape that. So there you go. That's how we look at it, folks. Jey Uso's going to win. We're going to hate it. It's not working.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get Cody Rhodes versus King Uso, King Jay. It's gonna be awesome, Boost.
Yeah. So yeah, this is their way to run it back with Jey Usos.
Yep.
Even though running back so many times already, and it flopped, it failed.
No, it didn't, Oos. Y'all failed. Y'all just hate this, Oos.
So there you go. So now we move on to the Queen of the Ring. Io Sky versus the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. Where the winner will face the champion of their choosing at SummerSlam. So basically, Liv Morgan's logic is she won it all. She's the Women's World Champion, and she wants the WWE Women's Championship. She's won it
Yeah.
all. Yeah, she won it all. She wants the crown.
Yeah.
She wants the Women's World title. She wants the WWE Women's title. She won it all.
She wants all the gold, man.
Ah, God, man.
Come on, she
By
wants
the
it
way,
all,
you need
man.
to worry about. By the way, if you need to worry about defending your the women's title you have on right now, they haven't defended since you won at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I didn't want
Not
to
her
defend it,
fault.
Rob.
Not her fault, but still.
I didn't want to defend it.
Yeah, and she's calling herself the greatest women's world champion of all time.
All time. Or maybe her first reign.
Well, your first reign, yeah, but this ends up being one of your worst, reign as women's champion of all time. Really, I could go on that, but I don't want to. Mm. Run back, who's run back? Okay, okay. But so Liv Morgan, she had an injury scare over the weekend. I believe it was at a house show against Soruka. So there was a spot that Soruka did, I believe, from the corner, which is going to do um a, a springboard crossbody. I think it was. I don't know. And apparently, what I heard from some people that watched it, Liv Morgan scored the spot with her. Um, so much that Liv Morgan ends up getting hurt, sort of getting hurt. So she looked fine though, based on what we saw on Raw. But came to that segment she had with Io Sky. But she looked fine to me. But that didn't stop the Liv Morgan fans or the WWE sickos in general by going to Soruka and blaming her so much that Soruka had to deactivate her Twitter account. It's the same situation that with others in the past that it's not just with WWE wrestlers, but it's also with AEW wrestlers too. We've seen this before in the past with AEW wrestlers. Holly Cameron's one of them, by the way. Remember the whole thing with her before? It was recently this year. Her before suffering an injury. where they didn't catch her, and and Harley Cameron was Harley the only one to blame for that, but Will Knight was also the outside as well. She didn't catch her too in a way so much that 24 got hurt with that spot that she did, like a moonsault dive onto them, um, and and 24 ends up being taken out for the rest of this year. Now I don't know when she'll be back, but for Holly Cameron, she got harassed so much by the sickos of AW fans that she had deactivated her Twitter too. Now we got Saruka doing with this whole thing with these fans as well. When it comes to Liv Morgan, even though Liv Morgan is fine and all that, but again, they didn't talk to any of these fans, to go after Saruka just for the sake of, of going after her.
Leave Saruka alone.
Ah, you know, this is why you know these morons should not have a Twitter account because they're probably problems of Twitter is a cesspool, especially when it comes to pro wrestling. But anyways, Liv Morgan's fine. She's going to wrestle. Not that she was wrestling either way, anyways, because they got nothing for her. As women's world champion. So because personal thought that Stephanie Break hair cannot be on the show because not only she had dealt with an injury and she got over that injury, but then now she's dealing with some visa issues, whatever. That she's the only person that Liv Morgan has to face for a title instead of having someone else in that position to face Liv Morgan for the title. In the meanwhile, this is the career of 2026 for NWE, and you can't even blame Road off that either because he's been gone for a long time. But I guarantee you, if Road Dogg's if it was Road Dogg idea, if he was still around, he would went with Chelsea Green go after Liv Morgan for that title. And then they'll probably shut his idea down, like, well, yeah, but she's on SmackDown, not on Raw. Well, Triple H, man, some people have other wrestlers go to other brands, idiot.
Idiot. Come on, bro. She wants the crown. She wants the tiara. She wants all the gold. What's wrong with that?
I want it all. I want it all, and I want it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like the SmackDown intro. I want it all. I want it all, no less. Come on.
Come on. Yes. But anyways, but yeah, we'll see how with Morgan if she wins, which she should not win because it should be Io should be winning. Io Scott should win. Um, but that's the thing too. We're in a dilemma here because if Io does win by beating Liv Morgan, first of all, just having Liv Morgan in the tournament is ridiculous either way because if Io beats Liv Morgan, who's the women's world champion, just to run it back again at SummerSlam, but Io beat Liv Morgan again. What's that race say about her reign as women's world champion? Her second reign of women's world champion. It's bad enough that she had to defend it since winning at WrestleMania, and now she's gonna have her first title defense at SummerSlam against Io Sky, and she's gonna lose it. So, and people are suggesting, by the way, if Io Sky does win, it should be Io versus Rhea. That way, Rhea could finally get her win. All on Io. When it comes to ever since facing Io or NWE for how many times they have restored her, which is all been good. She could finally get the win over on Io at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see. Either way, Io should win, and Liv Morgan shouldn't have been in this position in the first place. And it's a shame that they're put in this position where she probably going to lose.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on. And Omega Red is right, by the way. The Orange Hearts Cup tournament is far way better than what WWE is doing with the King and Queen of Tournament tournament.
Oh yeah. No, I guess just haters. You hate everything. You're a bunch of sickos.
You're just
Mobility
sickos.
drones.
You're being exposed as sickos.
Yep.
Mm, mhm. Yeah. Well, have you ever seen one of my tweets being promoted on AW television? With these AW sickos being saying, "Yo, it's a stat card tonight." If it's a peer review called to Macari on Dynamite, yeah.
I think it's great.
Anyways, all right. Trick Williams defends the WWE United States Championship against Ricky Saints, where Trick Williams is going to retain.
Yep.
So there you go.
Like I said,
Um,
I could probably see him doing a triple threat match in SummerSlam.
yeah, definitely. So Tiffany Stratton defended her WWE Women's United States Championship against Jay Cargill, which it could go either way. Jay Cargill could win the title, and go on to SummerSlam against Charlotte Flair for the title. Yeah, that's pretty much that's probably at SummerSlam either way.
Yeah. Or Charlotte can cost him the match.
Hmm.
And Tiffany retains, and then it adds fuel to the fire for the feud.
That's right. And we'll see what happens too. By the way, Chelsea Green will be involved, first because she wants to help out her new bestie, Tiffany Stratton, and that's going to backfire because the not so bags will be out there. By the way, only for a short Flair to cost Jay Cargill, and then Tiffany Stratton takes advantage of it, and yeah, either way, the scenario is going to be highly what can Charlotte Flair get involved either way, and it's going to build up to Jay Cargill for the Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. So there you go. But I'll go with Tiffany Stratton for the win either way because of Charlotte Flair's involvement. All right, steel cage match: Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but I know you want Braun Breaker to to kill Seth Rollins in steel cage, but I think Seth's probably gonna win.
Yeah, Seth is winning. He is definitely winning.
I think he's probably gonna like escape the cage, and that's probably how he's gonna win to probably protect Braun Breaker.
Yeah, probably. Or he could just bury him by doing super curb stomp off the cage and on, and
Yo, could you imagine he does that off the cage? Like that'd be crazy.
oh man.
It'd be crazy if like I know they won't do that, but it'd be crazy if like they're both on the cage, on top of the cage, and like Seth like curves off him on the cage, like on the top. That'd be
Mhm.
crazy.
Or we did the scenario where eventually, I mean, I don't see this happening. Maybe the return of Bronson Reed comes out to
That
cross Seth
too.
Rollins, and
Yeah, because I think
just to continue the program of going to SummerSlam.
yeah, because I think he is recovered now, right? I think he's doing good.
Mhm.
Bronson
Yeah,
Reed.
yeah.
I
Well, I
think
heard
I
he's
think
looking
I
like
heard.
he's looking like he's lost a couple pounds.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it looks like he lost some weight. But yeah, but
All
we'll see
right.
what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though. But if Seth does win, they're all going to burn in
Well,
hell.
down. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we'll all everyone that sees me in my misery, they would love to see that me burn in hell.
To continue my misery. Wow. The misery
all right.
is sickening.
Yeah, sickening. Now the main event of the show is going to be because I heard the opening of the show is going to be the King of the Ring tournament, which is why they have brought us to interfere once that happens, and then he's going to leave. He's not going to stick around the rest of the show. He's just going there, just show up, do his job, get paid, and leave. Great. But anyways, Cody Rhodes defends his not so undisputed WWE Championship against Gunther and the last real good guy,
Get the
Sami
last real
Zayn.
good guy, Sami Zayn.
Now, in the real world, I would say Sami Zayn will, should win here, but that's not what they're gonna do. They probably want to
No,
save this for another time when they go to Saudi Arabia, which is WrestleMania.
yeah,
Where
hmm
Sami Zayn could, which we'll get there eventually. Where he could be a potential winner from the money bank contract.
yeah, probably, yeah. Honestly, I could probably see that. I could probably see Sami Zayn winning a Money in the Bank,
Hmm. Yeah,
and then maybe he can, maybe if he saves it, for WrestleMania, he can cash it in.
that's right. So yeah,
Making himself the third guy to catch on WrestleMania.
hmm so yeah. Um, or they could just give it to Gunther, to solve you know, his lack of push ever since beating Goldberg, John Cena, AJ Styles, Seth
Seth
Rollins,
Rollins.
you know. But they, something that's not what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we'll see.
Makes me, it makes me wonder what's gonna happen with him at SummerSlam. Then, hey,
He's
maybe he could be
gonna.
part of the Slim Jim Battle Royal. They could bring back the Slim Jim Battle Royal.
Oh boy, the Slim Jim Battle Royal. Don't worry. LA and I will win that again. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But um, but no, it's great. Curry was winning,
Yeah.
and
I
Sami Zayn's
probably
good
see
power to the
maybe.
pinfall.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Sami Zayn takes spin.
I don't know. Maybe Sami Zayn will snap. We'll find snap and
Yep.
attack Cody Rhodes at the match.
Yep. And he'll say, Kevin Owens was right.
Yeah, so let's go. It's going to make him realize that Kevin was right in the match. I don't know what's good. I don't know what that could be, but we'll see. That's
Yeah,
could be the his breaking point.
Kevin Owens was right. Randy Orton was right. Omega Red was right. Wow.
So yeah, and that's the card for Night of Champions of 2026. Yeah, based on how we're talking about this is not going to be good. The show is
You're
not going to
right.
be good.
You're right. It's gonna be stupendous. Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the solid person will think it would be stupendous. Stupendous, excuse me. But yeah, so after this show's over, we're all gonna burn in hell. Speaking of burning in hell, Great American Bash for NXT. And I'll get to why, by the way. We'll get to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty for that. Oh, you do shows good stuff too? No. I don't think shows gonna suck. I think the one match I think is gonna suck. Is why I'm saying we're all gonna burn in hell. And I'll get to why when we get to that match. But so far, we got 7 matches. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
I
surprising.
guess.
Like it's usually only like usually like what 4 or 5.
And also, when it comes to Night Champions, we got 6 matches too. Like, wait a minute, is Bruce Pritchard taking time off? That we don't know of?
Yeah, take time off.
Yeah, did he take time off? Take time off. You
I'm
dork.
guessing because we don't really get it's only like usually we get like maybe like 5, like 4 or 5, maybe 6 matches, and now we got 7,
Yeah.
7 left. So yeah,
But anyways,
uh,
but yeah. So NXT Great American Bash 2026 in Orlando, Florida, in the fucking PC. I don't get why is that in the fucking PC for?
because shut up.
Oh, Robert's so angry.
Yeah, exactly. See, Robert's so angry.
Yeah, I am angry because they're at the fucking PC. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, the matches. Charlotte Hill versus Christian Angels. Who the hell is Christian Angels?
I think he's like a British wrestler. He
Okay, I see
he
him.
looks like you see him.
I don't see a picture of him, but I see where he's from.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he would be a replacement for Pretty Deli. Like that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Oh god, now I gotta see how he looks now.
Yeah, see, you see him? He
Let
looks
me
like he was
see.
fit for Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh okay. Based on the suit I'm seeing him. Okay, okay. Not seen this shape before. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well, get ready to Oh wait a minute. Speaking of pretty deadly, I think he's in the picture with Kit Wilson.
mm. Let me see.
Yeah, there's a picture of him with Kit Wilson. And wait a minute, he's calling himself Mr. NXT. Really?
Yep. Oh, I see the
What
picture.
makes him what makes him be Mr. NXT for? What is he going to? He went to a prom or something? Is there an NXT prom that I don't know of?
He's Mr. XT, bro. I'm telling you,
Well,
man.
I don't
Like,
watch. I don't watch the show to know, so I wouldn't know or why he's called Mr. NXT.
you know, yeah, I'm looking at the picture. Like, I'm telling you, if he were to go to the main roster, Tristan Angels, they'll probably have him be teamed up with Kid Wilson. You know, because they
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
They look
I
like
rather
a
had
good team.
the Miz.
Wow. Yeah, I hate you, Miz. I hate you.
And while at I want to see the return also of the Prince. Whenever he comes back,
Yeah. So much in the speed recovery.
and then to all three of them as a trio can really be pretty deadly. But they can go on and on. But anyways, as far as match, I guess see how this match turns out because Sarah Hill and Christian Angels. I already don't know why they're fighting, unless you know.
Um, I remember there was something that happened in NXT. I can't remember exactly what. Like, I don't know how it started, but I remember there was like a segment that they did. Because Tristan, he calls himself Mr. NXT, you know, and there was like I guess like I remember there was like a table like a contest or something. Um, it wasn't anything too crazy. It was just like a promo. Um, I can't remember how it started off, but um,
Mhm.
that's basically why they've been feuding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, either way, uh,
I think maybe Charlotte Hill will
because
probably win.
yeah, I don't know who much about Christian Angels to know what he's got, but I'm interested to see how he turns out. But I will go with Shaw Hill either way.
Yeah,
All right. Next match we got Deion Lance versus Sugar Me
me
Timbers.
Timbers. Yep.
One of the reasons why we're gonna burn in hell.
Well, let's see if he doesn't, just throw himself all over the place in patients. Let's
Oh
see if
my
he,
god, man!
let's see if he changes up a little bit. Maybe
Of
surprise
all
you.
people, they had lead the group. It's Sugar Me Timbers.
Yep, they chose him because
What does Sean ever see in this guy? Does he see a black version of him?
no, I don't know about that, but yeah,
He that sounds ridiculous when you think about it. Like he's how is he comparable to Shawn Michaels of the 90s or let alone the 2000s?
has people been saying that?
I'm pretty sure that's why how Frank sees it because the way he bumps and all that, like he and I've seen how he bumps and all that. He does about into like Shawn Michaels.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even feel like Dolph Ziggler.
No, he wants to give him a shot.
I,
So
I don't know what kind of bump it's supposed to be. Like it's garbage.
drag.
Yes, trash. That's what he is.
But come on, Robert, give him a chance. Maybe he'll surprise you. Now that he's no longer in Dark State. Maybe surprise you.
Well, we'll see what happens in this match because he's good. If he could
Oh yeah,
pull
he's
a good match
great.
out with Timbers, we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah,
But in the end, doesn't matter. Young should win.
we'll see. All right.
So yeah, but there you go.
Next man.
All right, now we're going to talk about championship matches now because
All
we're
right.
going to talk about uh I can't believe she won this match to face Ren Sinclair for the WWE Women's Speed Championship, and that's Ariana Grace. So now
Yep.
I didn't see the match because I'm assuming the match happened with Ariana Grace and Izzy Dame had some shenanigans when it came to Birthright and the calling,
Mm-hmm.
but the wrong person won, in my opinion. It should have been Izzy Dame.
Yeah, the wrong person won. Take that. Wow.
Yeah, and people are like, well, now you like Izzy Dame? Yeah, because she won me over when that match with Tim Paxley,
Yeah, that was really good match. Yeah.
and her character has a development. Unlike the last time I saw her character, when she was with Keon James.
Yeah.
As far as Honor and Grace, I don't know why they went with her, unless she's winning against Ren Sinclair. I don't know.
And we'll see.
Uh, we'll
Maybe
see, I
Taz and Gold
guess.
for both, right?
Yeah, like last time when she was TNA World Champion, or not World Champion, I should say.
Mm-hmm. And against
Um,
Stacks with international champion at the time.
but hopefully in that national championship, in the company this time. So,
Yeah.
well, we shall see. Um, but yeah, if Ren Sinclair, you know, I mean, if Iron Grace wins here, it's whatever. Uh, and again, it's gonna be a 5 minute match either way because it's a speed match, a speed championship match. So
Yeah.
um, we're not really expecting much of it other than fast pace and all that, which it's good either way. Because again, if it's here on NXT than it did on Twitter,
Yeah. It was better. It's better in NXT. It's better for there.
and it's a better replacement for that awful Heritage Cup.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Robert enjoys that. Then it's retired now. Say, yay! It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It
So,
never come back. Well,
but I'm gonna go Wrestle for the win here, just because of who I think is gonna who could potentially win later on. We'll get to that later.
okay.
Mm. But next match for the Women's North American Championship, they're running back Goose, running back Goose,
Yep.
which is this time the roles differently because this time Queen Kupa Zarya is the champion
Mm-hmm.
against Tatum Paxley,
Yep. This
and
probably
this match,
yeah, this probably gonna be our last match. Tatum's last match.
yeah, it's going to be. And obviously Zarya's going to win, and it's good, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially last time we saw the match on NXT videos too, it was a good match too, and this will be no different.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Match one or two. Tim Paxley once this, 'cause obviously this will be her final run at NXT, and she's going to get called up. I think I have on Raw because the idea
Especially
of
after
yeah,
especially after what happened with Lyra. I could probably see that.
yeah,
I can definitely see that,
I
her getting involved in that since, they have a lot of history in NXT. So
mhm.
she was a huge fan of hers, you know. So it'd be interesting to see, if she does go to Raw to that, what that, interaction would be like.
Yeah, it makes me wonder too because that interaction. Um, which just tells you some tends to how they work differently on the developmental brand and the main roster brand. All right, we shall see though. Um, so the NXT North American Championship, Miles Bourne versus to defend the title against his former teammate Tavion Heights, and Miles Bourne, he's going to retain. I think he's going to retain. As far as Tavion Heights, uh, I mean he might win, but I think they're going to have to continue to run with Miles Bourne here to retain his title. So that's what I think. So now we get to the NXT Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Lola Vice defends it against Kendall Gray.
Yep.
And I think this is finally the time for Kendall Gray to win the championship
I
because
think
this
so.
is so far her third time going to the title, and hopefully the third time will be the charm.
We'll see.
Now I don't know much of what Lola Vice Ray has been so far in NXT. Um, other than that one title, that one title defense I saw of her against JC Jane, and other than that, I don't
Well,
remember any other title that she may have.
well, I know that I believe in Triple H she's probably going to defend it. Um, she's going to defend that Triple A. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Um,
So
which is which I guess we'll find out how that turns out too.
yeah,
Which I think it's probably I think that's probably what she's going to retain. Maybe I don't know.
yeah.
Well, we shall see.
I think so. Yeah, we'll see.
Again, unless things just changes, I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the main event of the show, which I'm pretty sure it will be the main event of the show, especially who's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your favorite.
For the NXT Championship, Tony
Yep.
D'Angelo defended against Noraku.
Yep.
Another
And by the way,
example
I
of
don't know.
why we're gonna burn in hell.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't know if you saw the segment. You probably did, but like he pretty much pulled a Karrion Cross to remember what Karrion Cross did to Keith Lee in NXT when he had like the contract and like he had like a fireball explode in his
Oh
face.
no.
Yeah, and he pretty much Naraku pretty much did that to Tony D'Angelo, and he was doing like an evil laugh. It was like wow. So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that pretty much that's what happened. And I think it was it was early in the show, and I remember Tony Angelo came back to get some revenge. He was patched up, obviously, selling it, but he wanted to get his hands on Naraku, and wants to kill him. Which I know Rob was like, yes, please kill him. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Oh. Ah.
You hear the excitement for Robert. Robert's like, God, I hate this man. I hate him so much.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Tony's
But
gonna
the
retain.
I don't know. Why can Tony have that Raku win?
Oh boy! If that happens, bro, oh boy! I know Robert's gonna. Like I said before, Robert's gonna throw his TV. He's gonna throw his laptop, throw his phone. Like he's gonna trash everything. I can't take it
And not,
anymore.
but not only that, but the match is probably going to be half good and half boring because, well,
Yeah, it's probably gonna
because
just be decent.
half half of it will be good because of Tony D'Angelo, but half of it will be boring because of
Naraku.
Naraku.
Yeah, because he's not really that entertaining in the ring. Not that interesting in the ring. I would know because I've seen him in you know New Japan for the matches I saw with him. Wasn't
Uh,
that impressed. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if Robert rages out or not. uh, we'll see.
We shall see.
But yeah,
And basically, what I heard about Tony D'Angelo's reign has not been looking strong at all. Of what I heard, not
yeah,
not I mean, other than him retaining it, but still, uh,
it's Naraku's fault.
yeah, I'm blaming him.
Yeah, I'm blaming him. Yep, it's his fault. He cursed him. Wow.
Mm.
All right.
All right. Before we move on to some fun topics, because we're already done previewing all of these pro wrestling events that's going to be happening over the weekend. That's a lot, by the way. Four events. All obviously from TNA, from AEW, and two from WWE. We're considering one of them being NXT. But I do want to bring up this though, because I finally did get a chance to watch it. The two Triple A shows I um got a chance to watch. The the one
Okay.
I saw the one with Omos,
Yep.
being in the match against three people, and I'm seeing this. I'm like, how the hell is it different of what Omos being booked in Triple A than it is with him in WWE?
Because Triple H is actually using him. That's the difference.
Yeah, they know how to use someone like Omos and Triple H very well and successful than how WWE used them.
Hell, even when he was in Japan, what was it? Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, even
they were
yeah,
using him.
Personella.
Yeah,
Even from there, he was being used pretty well too.
yeah. I mean, like I said, WWE don't use him at all. I think the last time he was used was when MVP was around. I think it was the
Yeah.
last time they were using him. And then once MVP was released, or his
Hmm.
contract went up, whatever, they stopped using
Or
him.
with that forward. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty much going to Japan, and now he's in Mexico, and yeah, he's doing great in AAA. I'm glad he's doing something, in the WWE bubble. So
Hmm. Which is why Undertaker thinks also highly of this guy, Okomas.
yeah, I've heard Undertaker, give a lot of praise to Omos. I remember even Omos is, talking about in interviews how Undertaker really likes him. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Minus that Undertaker saying that he's like the Andre the Giant,
yeah,
on that level, like well, he's not on Andre's level, but yeah.
yeah. But I mean, that's still pretty big praise, for him saying it.
Hmm.
So I mean, that alone should tell you how much he likes him. I mean, if he's saying that he's like Andre the Giant level, then yeah, he must really like him. So
Yeah. But almost it's being used pretty well in AAA. You know,
yeah, I
again,
mean, honestly, he's the
he's
only good thing about freaking Vikingo.
yeah. Speaking of which, he and uh, Vikingo had a match with me, Vikingo, and Dr. Wagner.
Hmm.
And he was there, Dr. Wagner Jr. I should say,
Yeah,
and once again, Vikingo loses another match against mini Vikingo.
yep,
Like this guy, this guy's become and it's nothing too, by the way. Vikingo, he's not the same Vikingo that we used to see him do anymore because they
he's a
because they
heel.
told him to tone it down. Not because he's a heel, but they told him
Yeah,
to tone it down on that. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't feel comfortable toning it down on that. Well, guess what, pal?
guess what,
You got
pal?
you got to you gotta tone yourself down a little bit because because last time you didn't tone yourself down, you got hurt, so many times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. He did. So
You
I
you,
mean,
you
tone
should
it
be lucky.
down.
You should be lucky that they hire you of you and still you'll see value in you, which there is no
Yeah.
value there either way.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least they're trying. They're trying
But
something
yeah,
with him. So
yeah. But nevertheless, um, but also saw the tag team. The tag team match that Lower Vice had. Mr. Ugana, and they
Hmm.
retained. Yeah, so
Yep.
basically, just the something on they're doing Triple A, y'all. I'm very entertained with what they're doing there. Um,
Yeah, I've been watching AAA ever since the Grand Americano storyline, and yeah, they've
mhm.
been really doing some good stuff, man. Um,
Hey,
especially I'm sure you're going to talk about soon what happened with El Grand
yes,
Americano.
exactly because um, so they had El Grande Americano do the introduction like he did
Yeah,
from when those the what was it? Buenos noches del
Grandes.
Grandes, I think it's called.
Yeah,
And yeah, he's getting all. He had one kid in the crowd who was crying.
yeah. Cheers
Um,
to joy, man.
well, yeah, like holy shit, I like this is amazing here.
Yeah, that's how over he is in Mexico, bro. That's how over he is in AAA. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
he's kissing babies, hugging the fans. Like he is mega over in AAA, bro.
hmm And what I can say is, take that CM Punk crybaby and pick his
Oh
crybaby.
boy, oh boy.
You see, it was a kid. Yeah, it was a kid cry for El Gran Americano, but you fans are adults and you're crying for the return of CM Punk and Becky Lynch. Oh man, I'm joking. But um, but anyways, but yeah, but he was basically talking to everyone that he's thanking. He's thanking Pimpinella, the Americanos, his girlfriend, who are her after they they won the when he won the match against Shorty Americano. That's what he said.
Hmm.
Um, that I heard they aggressively make out after the show,
Hmm.
and then someone saw them back after the show and said, "Hey, show some manners."
Yep.
Oh man. But anyways, but he also thanks the fans for being behind him. And thanks, I can't remember the black guy's name again. Yeah, what I'm talking about. The black guy was also there to help out, El Gran Americano, because because Shorty Americano was beating him up, I want, to the, to the build up. So yeah, basically, he's taking everyone that was to help him, you know, throughout it all, and then he also turns attention to Blackton, because he won the Loreno, the sword, you know,
Yeah.
and now he wants to go after the Mega Championship,
Yep. And he
which
called out
is
Dominic.
he called Dominic Mysterio,
Yep.
and I'm like, holy shit!
I was like, yes.
And as
I
he's
was like,
and as he's doing it, as he's doing all this, everyone's hyped up and all that, and turning
hmm.
him on. All of a sudden, I see someone coming into the crowd. I mean, not the crowd. From the entrance, I meant to say, for first entrance,
Hmm. Yep.
and then and then I recognized her right there. Well, at first, for a good 2 seconds, I didn't recognize who it was, and then also I saw recognize her attire. Like,
Yeah.
Carmen, oh, like Carmen Petrovic.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, what's she doing here?
And then we got some commotions in the, and, as she's getting close to get to the ring, but we got some
Hmm.
commotions in the ring. I mean, from the people, I should say. And I couldn't make out who it was at first, because obviously they were far away. But then there's one guy I do recognize who got in the ring behind El Grande Americano.
Yep.
Both you have the commentators, also drop their names like Angel Garza
Hmm.
and Berto. Um, and I heard the name Daga, but I think he's going by Dagger now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Unless that's his fighting name, but I think he's back to being Dagger now. Daga, who used to be probably people used to be married to Tessa Blanchard. Not anymore.
Yeah, which for the best.
Yeah, yeah, which is one of the best. Um, and then there's one guy I recognize,
Yep.
Bronco Nima.
Yep. And I was like, yeah, 'cause I remember last time I said you're gonna recognize someone. You're gonna recognize someone. That gets in the ring.
And I sure did. And I'm like, why him? Like I don't know what I don't know how well approved he has been so far. But when it comes to Undertaker and Jordan Barrash and whoever else is booking Triple A, I trust the system of those guys. Maybe this could
Trust
be a
the
breakout thing
system.
for Bronco Nima
Yeah. I mean, he definitely looks like he
or
fits
or,
in
or Nima
faction. So
or Nima. And he does look like this too. Um, so they all beating down. Well, not current practically, like at least not yet.
yeah.
They all start jumping Grand Americano, and he's trying his hardest
Mhm.
to fight back and all, but no
Yep.
avail. Hmm.
Yep. He was just getting jumped. Yeah. And then Carmen got some licks into, and then yeah,
Hmm.
they were
Sure
standing
did.
tall, and
And
then
by the
they
way,
were
they were wearing black hoodies. By the way,
yeah.
they were not
Yeah.
wearing a black hoodie over the head this time. Like how
Yeah.
WWE does. The whole mysterious black hoodie figure.
Yeah.
We,
But
we, we
but
knew
they
who they
did.
were when they came out, but they didn't wear the hoods. Yeah.
Yeah. But they did unzip their hoodies, and like once they zipped it, they revealed their shirts. It's like, oh, I know what that means. I know what that
Yep,
means.
that's right. And
Uh,
basically, it's the Los Pedros del Mar. In
yep.
translation, the dogs of evil. And no,
Yep.
I'm not talking about evil from Naraku.
Yeah, and we're not talking about the dogs from AEW.
Exactly.
But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
I
I was like,
recognize them.
yeah, because at first I thought it was gonna be like just a new faction. It's like okay, but then once they revealed the shirts, like oh okay, okay. I was like, wow.
Now, there's a lot of history here when it comes to the members now from members from the past. For example, Daiga, he used to be part of that
Mhm.
faction a long time ago, and now he's back to being
Mhm.
in this faction again. Angel
Yep.
Garza, his late father was part of this faction, and now he's
Wow.
following his father's shoes, and he's got his cousin, obviously, Humberto, Berto, along with him.
Yeah.
And we had some women's, that have also been part of that as well, like Tyra Valkyrie,
Yeah. Ty Viker is
uh,
part of it.
Eva Lee's, and I can't remember if there are any other women involved as well. But those two are the well-known, you know, female wrestlers at the time that were part of it. And now Carmen Pacific is part of that group, which is good. Because I don't know how she's doing on Evolve. Don't know why they haven't evolved in the first place. There was no room for her on NXT. My issue with her on NXT is that, well, not much of her, but they didn't know how to book her. They have her in this love angle with yo yo Ashanti Adonis. When it's on and off and whatever, or that, and then they broke up, and then she turned on him, and it's like they don't know what to do with her. I mean, I know what to do with her, obviously. Especially with her ultimate when Natty at one point. You know, that's something you could do with that. But then, well, uh, you know, but they feel like they didn't know what to do with her, even though it's right there in front of you. Or another thing, what they were doing before, you know, and channel her background. What comes to with her sword, that she does, because she's also got a fine background as well. So do something like that, like you were doing with Low Rise too, which they, even with that one they try to dial that down because they want to give her some type of character,
Hmm.
which is fine. If you want to give them a character, but at the same time, you also got you can't just strip them away of what what the fine background that they also you're trying to portray us as well. Hmm. But nevertheless, but yeah, that goes back in Triple A. Yes, I don't know how long it's been since been with Triple A, but he's back now. Um, so and then you introduce a new guy in the group, Blanco Blanco Nima,
Mhm.
into it. Now I don't know what happened with his tag partner though, unless they broke him up with. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that whole thing, but I don't watch Evolve, so I wouldn't know. And the reason I don't watch Evolve because we got Peter Rosenberg on commentary who I can't stand listen to his
Yeah,
voice. So fuck
I get scared of.
him. But seeing this, just seeing the all the reviving of this faction that's gonna be under there too, you know, under the guidance of Undertaker, Kareem Borash, and whoever else is behind the scenes creative as well for Triple A,
Mhm.
and I'm like holy shit. Now it was a great thing that they the Conference did sell it, because to the other group returning. Rey Mysterio Jr. I wish he could have sounded a lot more better than when he did than how he sounded. Again, he's not
Yeah,
no, he wasn't the best commentator, for Triple A, but doesn't mean he's terrible at it.
yeah. He's
But
basically
I
there
thought he
to
should,
for translation stuff. I feel like
yeah, yeah, which is
yeah,
good with that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he should have soloed a lot better than how his monotone voice did.
And I'll tell you this: it's better than Hey, it's Christian.
Hey, it's the lost virtual the mall.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine if it said it like that, like it's like I'm getting Christian vibes. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man, and what a great way to like introduce, to reintroduce the faction, you know,
Hmm.
taking out the one of the hottest baby faces in AAA, a Grand Americano. It's definitely gonna give them a lot heel heat. So
Yep.
so yeah, and obviously this gives El Grande Americano another obstacle to to go over. So we'll see what they do with this. I'm definitely looking forward to Triple A. See what they do with this.
Hmm. But yeah, and what comes to the original, leader of the Los Pedros del Mar, which was El Hijo del Pedro Agallo, the late Pedro Agallo. Um, I just hope I know they will. They'll do this justice, especially when you got you know Blanc, Blanco Nima involved with this now on Nima. Again, I don't know how you're supposed to say his last name, but nevertheless, and again, I won't remember his other tattoo partner. Uh, I haven't heard anything about if anything happened with him or anything, but the fact that I'm taking see son in this guy, which and his name, I want to see something in this guy too. The way he was being presented with his second partner was not good at all. But hopefully things they get will get a lot better. Um, but we shall see. But nevertheless, trying to remember who was the other guy's name. Or let me see what happened with this guy. If he's even still with the company. Which his name is Lucina Price.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not telling me where he's at right now. I mean, he's still on the roster page, but I don't know if he's still involved or if he's or they haven't do something for NXT. I don't know. Unless he's in development again, because I'll because I think he should be used to as well. But I don't know. But either way, I think in a way, when it comes to this faction, it's going to be something to look forward to seeing in a way. And last time
Oh yeah.
this faction was around was in 2022. So it
Hmm.
you know so we'll see what they do in 2026 here.
We shall say.
Yeah. Now, as far as the leader is concerning, because Daga is the leader basically of
Yeah.
what I'm seeing here. But based on how they had Petrified out there, like she was leading the charge in a way. Um, but Daga is basically look at the leader because obviously because he's one of the original members, so he should be the leader.
Hmm.
So yeah, we should see how this turns out. So
Yeah, we shall say.
there
Yeah,
you go.
I'm definitely interested. You know, like I said, Triple A. Personally, like I said, Triple A for me has been the number one show in wrestling. This year.
Mhm.
So it's definitely got my attention. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to Triple A this Saturday.
Hell yeah, to see what they do with the follow up of this.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So now that being said, let's let's go ahead and have some fun now.
All right.
It's not much, folks, but we're gonna bring back we're running back who's
Yeah, we go right
with
back.
more when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog. That's gonna be the first thing we're gonna start off with when it comes to the fun topic.
All right.
All right, so let's see what we can do here. All right. Oh, we're on the wrong one. All right, we go. All right, here we go.
All right. So what are we doing for this one?
Well, I think what we should do with this one, when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, since it's been 5 years, we could think of the top five that Sonic the Hedgehog has impact, fans the most.
Okay. Like 5 impact moments.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll start. So for me, um, number one, I'll go with when Sonic and Shadow, stopped the Eclipse Cannon, from the Space Colony arc from Sonic Adventure 2. When Little Shadow, did his, had a, ultimate sacrifice. Go with that. Number two, I'll go when Tails saved Sonic from falling from the Death Egg in Sonic 2, for Genesis. That was a really cool moment. Three, I'll go in Perfect Chaos, when he became Perfect Chaos, we got all the, Chaos Emeralds and turned Perfect Chaos and, basically destroyed the city. That was a pretty big moment in Sonic Adventure. Number four, when Sonic turns to the Werehog for the first time. After, Eggman took the power of the Chaos Emeralds and used it to, break the Earth. And number five, I think it's a good one. Number five, I'll go in when Sonic and Shadow first meet for the first time, Sonic Adventure. and even the movie, too, as well. So yeah.
All right, cool. All right, for me, when it comes to what top five that I song for me would be on the live. I mean, well, WSU, they'll actually get my number one. You know, my, all of it, but when it comes to point at number five will be the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog 3, when it comes to the soundtracks,
Yeah.
both from Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Number four, for me will have to be that Sonic. And so joining the rest for Nintendo of Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah. That was a pretty big moment.
Hell yeah. Number three, I'll put out there will be what what comes to the animated movie that I always enjoyed watching, as a kid. And then there was so many even when it comes to the series that they did as well. Yeah. I always enjoy watching those. And number two, since I already said number one, well, I thought they would consider Sonic being the big screen for Sonic the Hedgehog. Number two will have to be my enjoyment with cousins of mine playing Sonic Battle 2.
Yeah.
Those were great times. I
Yeah.
wish y'all I could go back to those days with my cousins. Which I'm pretty sure we could do that again, eventually. But if I have time, visit them again. But that's basically one of the things. And there you go. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right.
That is something that they expect for the next 5 years, because we'll see you for the 40th anniversary.
Yep.
Okay. On that right now. Okay, it's telling me to wait. Okay, now it's just going dark on me. Okay. Now it's saying to me not responding. Just bear with me, folks. I'll try to bring this back. Close this program. I will bring it back, folks. Just gotta bear with me here. I guess I accidentally exited audio for a reason, and also it starts screwing up a little bit.
Say again.
Yeah, somehow I exited out of there. I don't know how I did it, but it starts screwing up a little bit, so now I'll bring it back. Alright, so far this is back to Facebook. So maybe go ahead next one. And I just need to wait for StreamYard to upload it on this end. Alright, we got entering into the studio. The next one we're gonna do right now is Tony D versus Puppets here. Alright, we go. Let me enter into it. Alright. Let's share again. Alright, there we go. Let's do this again. There we go.
All right.
Let's continue on.
All right, so here we got this fun topic here. Here we got, wrestlers that are, that basically say yes. So, we got, Macho Man, ooh yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
got Paul Bear, oh yeah. We got Stone Cold, oh hell yeah. We got Kurt Angle, yeah.
Yes.
We got Daniel Bryan, yes, yes, yes. We got Resto Del Rio,
Yes,
the
yes.
C.
Let's-
We
let's
got Kevin
be
Owens and
careful.
Sami Zayn, yep.
Yup.
We got LA Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Dummy, yeah. And we got Pretty Deadly, yes, boy.
Yes, boy.
So basically, for this one, you can pick your top three. Like, who do you think is the king of the yes? Basically,
Much Memory
top three.
Savage, Paul Vera. Yeah, Much Memory Savage. Wait, how many again?
Three.
Yeah, top three. Alright, Much Memory Savage, Paul Vera, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Alright. My honorables will be Daniel Bryan and Elliot Knight. My dishonorable is Alberto Del Dipshit.
I agree. For me, I'll go with Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. I'll go with Daniel Bryan. Yes. And I'll go with L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I gotta be careful with this one. There we go.
All right. So here we got Nia Jax partners through the years.
Oh, yeah.
We got Alexa Bliss. We got Tamina. We got Shayna Baszler.
Mhm.
We got Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and recently Lash Legend.
Yeah.
So basically, this one, what is your top two favorite teams of teammates of Nia Jax?
Well, my top two will be Alexa Bliss and Lash Legend. My honorable will
Okay.
be Tiffany Stratton. And my dishonorable, I'm sorry, I have to be to miss something.
Yeah, same as yours.
And Shane Benson are not just as successful, but it was a makeshift tattoo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, same as yours.
All right. Hey.
All right.
That's real good guy.
Get the last real good guy. We got Sami Zayn, all his title reigns in WWE. So obviously we got him as NXT champion, Intercontinental champion, when he was a heel, when he was a great liberator.
Yeah, two belts.
Yep. We got when he was the, undisputed tag team champions with Kevin Owens, Intercontinental champion when he was a babyface, and the United States champion. So you can basically pick your top three reigns of Sami Zayn.
All right, cool. All right, we go.
Yo, check this out.
Yeah, check this out. So, NXT Championship, in the Con Championship, in the babyface, and the Unified Tag Team Championships. For those god awful Nicholson Dime tag team belts from Raw SmackDown.
Yeah, yeah, same as yours.
There you
NXT IC title reign when he was a babyface, and then to the tag team champions.
go. All right, there you got it.
All right, here we got.
Oh God, that Cena, that face of John Cena.
Yeah, I remember that face. Yeah, that was right here. Basically, here we got the biggest missed opportunities in WWE.
Yeah.
So we got Hogan and Flair at WrestleMania that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
We got Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. We know why that never happened, unfortunately. We got Sting versus Undertaker. We got the Invasion, like in terms of like the bigger stars from WCW, basically.
Yeah.
Not being there. We got Booker T versus Triple H. Booker T now beating him basically. We got WWE CW all in general. We got John Cena's heel turn, early in his career, like basically in the prime of his career, basically.
Oh, that's what the face.
Yeah.
For 2012.
Yeah. And we got the Nexus.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
So basically, if you can fix any of these missed opportunities, which four would you want to fix the most, basically?
Well, since we're going with three, I'll go with Sting and Undertaker.
All right.
I'll go with Booker T and Triple H.
Okay.
And I'll go with the Nexus.
All right. For me, I'll also go Sting and Undertaker. I'll go with the Invasion in terms of having the bigger WCW guys be part of it, and I'll go with John Cena's heel turn in 2012.
There we go.
My honorable mention would be the Nexus.
Well, I guess my uncle will have to be ECW. My best
All right.
trainer end up being at to against pick over.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the main reason why he called him the left in 2006. Which, by the way, he did an interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he talked about it.
Oh yeah, I got you that one.
Yeah, I checked it out.
Even though I already know of it, but I still want to hear on the till net to Chris Van Vliet of it and see how just see how Chris Van Vliet felt on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Look at this.
All right, so here we got custom. We got custom championships, WWE championships. For for the women and for the men. So basically, you can pick two. You basically pick two of your favorites for the men and the women, basically.
All right. So I'll start with the men's. From the bottom, I'll pick the middle one.
All right.
I'll go with the first one, which is also from the bottom, and I'll go for the middle next to the women's championship, which is the men's undisputed championship, and for the women's, I'll start by going from the middle one as well. I'll start from the top one with the first two, and there you go.
All right. Honestly, same as yours.
Okay.
Yeah, same as yours.
I especially love the women's belt in the middle there, on the top.
Yeah, the Liberty Championship. Yeah.
All right. Oh, what's this one?
All right. What medium
All right.
first got you into superheroes? So we got video games, toys, comics, and movies slash shows. So what medium got you? What media got into superheroes?
Movies and shows.
Same. The second one would be video
Thanks.
games.
Yeah, second one. Yes, it's me. Second one was videos.
Yeah,
Second. Yeah.
I definitely had some superhero toys. Like I had like the web shooters, um, like the web shooter sprays. I had that. Yeah, I had some Spider-Man toys. Like I had a bunch of them.
Well, actually, when I think about it, I think you know, obviously it was movies and shows first, and then it was toys, and then it was video games.
Yeah,
As far as comics, I didn't really care much about comics.
I had some comics. When I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, I never said I'm not never saying I hate comics. I just I mean I was sweet with the comics and everything, but I like okay that's cool with that, but at the same time I was not really into comics that much.
Right.
All right, there we go.
All right. Here
Hey,
we got Blake
Monroe.
Monroe. So basically,
What's for that music?
yeah. So basically for this one, here we got like some different names for if you would got a different name. So
Okay.
basically, yeah. So basically, you can pick your top three right here.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Monroe May, which is classy and fabulous, fashionable.
They're
Uh,
fashionable, yeah.
not fan. Scarlett Monroe, very good, glamorous heel energy. Not a fan either of that. There's only one Scarlett I know. That's Scarlett though, which to me failed.
Yeah. No, she failed. Wow.
Uh, wow. Mila Monroe, influencer, model, vibe, not. There's another one named My Love More in TNA, and that's the one I want to compare. Monroe is, someone who's rocking. Madison Monroe, polished WWE branding feel. Not in the name. Um, Sabrina May, softer but still Starlight. I'll go with that one. All right,
Okay.
so that's one. Uh, Van,
Vivian.
Vivian, oh Vivian.
Vivian.
Okay,
Yeah, Vivian.
Vivian Monroe. Let's say rich, timeless, Hollywood energy. Not fan of me. Macy Monroe. Feels very sports entertainment. Yeah, that alone, no. Summer Monroe, flashy blonde superstar vibe. I'll get back to that. Maria Monroe, simple and clean. No. Mara Monroe, not feeling it, but sealed and more serious. May Monroe, feel more mm, modern, stylish, and WWE ready. Akisa, still believe. Okay, connection to my. Okay, you know what? Yeah, mm, May Monroe. Yeah, I like that name. Yeah, I'll go with that
All right.
one too. So that's two. And then you got Maria Monroe. Sounds more elegant and simply like almost old Hollywood, strong, diva energy. There you go. That's my three. Maria Monroe, May Monroe, and Sabrina May. That's my three.
Okay.
Sports entertainment. Get the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, wow. I hate that word, sports entertainment. Wow. Yeah, I'll go May Monroe, Mariah Monroe, and I'll go Maria Monroe. That's not too bad.
All right, clean. I mean, simple and clean.
All
Oh, let
right.
me see this. Let me see this. All right.
Yeah, so here we got, Mario characters. And we got, months. So basically your birth month represent it's basically your character.
Okay.
So basically
So I got
me, I
you.
got Mario.
All right. I got Mario. And I got Yoshi. Probably
Mhm.
way more smart than Dino douche.
um Christian has Rosalina.
Oh yeah. Um, so Taku's got Princess Daisy. Omega
Yeah.
Red's got Donkey Kong.
All right. And
We got
Jordan and Remington have Princess Peach.
yeah, and then you got Siege Lone Wolf, who's got Luigi, who's by the way because Luigi for Luigi's Magic. He's all since he's always scared. You know, that's basically Siege Lone Wolf being scared when it comes to losing natural Marjola. Just take
Wow.
out his leg and walk him right back to an AEW for him.
He's a
Shoo
coward.
shoo,
Wow.
shoo shoo. Anyways, all right. All right, so
He's a rebel.
this is one mine. So we got Rebel, who's been with this illness. I can't remember what it was again. But when it comes to Rebel, to honor her, think of your top five moments of Rebel in pro wrestling. Doesn't matter where she was at TNA, AEW, or any promotion you may have seen her wrestle, or this and that entertained you.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna have five, but I think I think some moments for this. Obviously, Rebel, teaming up with the, you know, DMD, Britt Baker. Definitely one of the biggest ones. What else? I believe she had a. I remember. I think she had a match with Scarlett Bordeaux in the Indies.
Yeah, she did.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that was a match. I remember I saw that. I'll go with that. What else? I think she also. I think she also had a match. She had a match with Katie Forbes. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
too.
Um. Yeah. Those really the main ones I really remember from Rebel. Really was those two matches I mentioned, and obviously her in AEW with Britt Baker. So those main ones I can think of.
Yeah. About the illness that she's dealing with right now is called with the initials ALS, which is the same that Steve Michael had, which unfortunately there was no cure of it until to his own time of death. Um, I just hope this doesn't happen to a rebel. But here's my top five for rebel. Now, obviously, what came to the horrible faction at the time of TNA with the menageries, the best thing that came out of that group, next to Chrissy Steve, will come to Decay later on, was Rebel. The introduction of Rebel. Uh, that'll be one of them. Yes. So another one will be Rebel, and challenging her country style when she returned to TNA. You know, if you thought there was only one hardcore country in TNA, we got that wrong because Rebel showcased how much hardcore wrestling she could be. How hardcore country she could be as well. She Well, obviously, she didn't really pull off well as how Mick James did. When it comes to in-ring performance. And Rebel, she's not about her performance in the ring, but still. Um, but I'll also go with what you said with Kenny Ford versus Rebel. Battle of the Movies. Uh, and obviously with her time in AEW with your picker DMD, every time when she's being called Reba every time. And my fifth one for Rebel, it will have to be, let's see. That'd be someone else for TNA that she did. Um, oh yeah, where she got involved with the Dollhouse, which I thought, um, based on what how they had turned heel, it was alright. I thought it was a good fit for her. But then they and then last song obviously, but they decided to end it because they was going to push Jade, which who we all know as Michin,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the Pokemon character Michin.
Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, and also what comes to you know, well, it's not one of my top fives. It's never ever in my fives already, but nevertheless, uh, honorable here because what an honor because she has she's been honored in the by this the RCW when it comes to everything that she's done right now, and also and for TNA Wrestling, for putting out new merchandise sales for her. When it comes to Rebel Heart, no disrespect to Jack Gargano, but you look at the true Rebel Heart here, who's going through everything she's going through right now in her personal life, and she's showcasing what a true Rebel Heart is all about. Again, no disrespect to Draco again. Yeah, so yeah, I wish her nothing but the best, and hope she's doing well.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
All right,
Now legends.
now we got pro wrestling legends here. Basically, just basically what I saw from Facebook, I think it was. Yeah, you can pick your top three, but we're gonna go actually with top four. So pick your top four legends that you would love to, that you love to meet.
Okay. Now to me. Um,
Yeah.
I go with Sting, Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, and RVD.
All right. For me, now what comes to me in legends, I already met you know Mick Foley in the past, back in 2013. So what comes to legends I would love to meet, at least Sting, Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, and Jake the Snake Roberts. All right.
Ooh.
So what comes to all those accomplishments that this one wrestler has achieved in WWE, Can you guess who is this wrestler that accomplished all of this?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, the Viper, the
I
Apex
can
Predator,
tell.
the Legend Killer.
Yeah, I can tell with the Royal Rumble wins and the Raw Money in the Bank briefcase. That was kind of
Yep.
giveaway. But
And that's
yeah,
not the fact that he won both unicorn titles one
yeah,
time from both of presidents in a way.
yeah. That yeah, yeah, making him officially Grand Slam champion.
And we got
Ooh,
Jordan's.
we got anime.
On top of the shit now. Shout out to Jordan's. To Jordan Williams. Excuse me. So I guess here I guess we go for our top four.
Yeah, you say how many picking?
Yeah, actually, this should be our top four. Oh, with this
Top four.
anime.
Okay. All right. For me, I'll go with Dragon Ball Z. I'll go with Cowboy Bebop. I'll go with Bleach. And I'll go One Piece.
All right. Sweet, sweet. Okay, for me, obviously, Dragon Ball Z. One Piece, Naruto, and I had to go with one of these. Let's see. I guess I'll go with Bleach as well. All right. And we're not done yet with Jordans because we got more Jordans here.
All right.
Now with this one, we're gonna do top five now.
All right. Okay. Um, I'll go Adventure Time. I'll go regular show. I'll go Jimmy Neutron. I'll go Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'll go Danny Phantom.
All right. All right. For me, I'll go with Jimmy Neutron, Very Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and regular show. All right. And finally, sitting at top five. Top five. It's the final one from Joe Williams.
All right. For me, I'll go Tom and Jerry. I'll go Looney Tunes. I'll go Batman the Animated Series. I'll go Spider Man. And I'll go Hey Arnold. Mine will be the Pop Up Girls and X-Men and Scooby Doo.
All right. For me, I'm gonna go with Batman, the anime series, Spider-Man, the anime series, X-Men, the anime series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Hey Arnold. My honorables will be Rugrats, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes. All right, and that was it, folks, for the fun topics. Yep, yeah. Like I said, wasn't very much of it because Omega Red um didn't have fun topics, and on top of that, he's not on here. So, but shout out to him for you know he was he was in the good stuff earlier.
Mm.
So, but yeah. So, trying to think of anything else to bring up before we close up. Um, but that's pretty much it. What we did here. Like we really discussed, you know, some things that we read preview and all. Um, and every yeah, obviously the main topic that we did talk about was Sonic the Hedgehog. 35
Yep.
years since it's been around.
Hmm.
So another thing too, since today is now officially June 25th, um, because it was the anniversary. Well, even though it's not actually time yet for that, until we get to like around two some 220 something, I think it was the time when we found out the news about Michael Jackson of his passing. And I guess it's now marks what 17 years. Yeah, 17 years since his passing, because he passed away back in 2009. And again, I remember I was when he passed away, and I was at my mom's home at the time. Yeah, at the time it was a home until it's not anymore. But very you know summer day for fans of Michael Jackson, including me. I I didn't feel very sad about it, but I still felt in shock in a way. At the same time, I wasn't really feeling shocked when I heard about him going to being rushed to the hospital, and they performed CPR. And when you hear something like that, when someone's performing CPR on someone, it's never a good sign. Especially over the years, I heard about Michael Jackson's not doing very well health wise, and this was no different. And sure enough, it's when he passed away, and you know ever since then, Michael Jackson, um, even though he's gone, but his music and everything else that's influenced by him is still growing strong, despite of all the negativity over the years. Try to bring him down and try to open up some cases that should not be open either way, because first of all he's dead, and it's it's a waste of time to even do something like that. But that's what people do. They do it for money. And this was, and based on what Netflix did with the Michael Jackson verdict, did the show with the three series episodes is no different. And then we came to years before that where um yes some controversies that when it comes to Michael Jackson's album called Michael, where three songs are no longer in the track when it comes to downloading any streamers, streaming music platforms, I should say, of it. Now, unless you want to buy the CD, to get it like I did, um, that's a different case, different story. But I don't know if that is even the case anymore with that either. Now I don't know for sure. Let's check it out to see it myself of it while I do that. But then you have some other things when it came to other people try to stop his music to be playing. on radios and all that. We're happy. But believe me, it's been done before as well. But it failed. For most of it. And then you got the Leaving Neverland bullshit. So much that that I hated. You know, I hated HBO for doing that, and I shit on the Emmys for that as well. All right, so let me see here. Oh, well, even if you do buy the CDs, folks, if you want to buy the CD of Michael, even if you buy the CD, it's not on there either. The three songs that they took away was "Keep Your Head Up," "Monster," and what was the other song? There's no song that they took out there either. I mean, they took out there too. In fact, I could look up right now from here on my phone here of what songs of songs they took out from there. Which should be no problem for me finding it here. Okay, Behind the Mask, I think it is. Let me double check. Oh no, breaking news! Breaking news. So yes, you have Keep Your Head Up, breaking news, and Monster be removed. Why were they removed? Because they said it didn't sound like Michael Jackson, and that's what was controversial. Was all was behind all of it. And in fact, I took about the Asylum at one point. That was part of the topics that we did for the Asylum years ago. We came to it when that news first came out. Well, for fans, are wondering why the three songs not on there. Well, that's why, because someone um you know I'm pretty sure from the label company, whoever sent that, or whoever, from, I'm pretty sure from Sony, um, or someone, uh, that had probably nothing to do with the label company as well. You know, you had a suspicion that it doesn't sound like Michael Jackson, which is ridiculous. If that's even on the case, we'll attest to it. But, but that's the reason why just those three songs were removed, not just when it comes to downloading on music streaming platforms, but also when it comes to if you decide to buy a CD currently in this day and age, it's not gonna be on there either. Not that it matters because the album is still good either way. From what year that was again? Yeah, 2009. Obviously around the year that he died. Either it was 2009 or it was 2010. It had to be one of those years. Let me double check the year again. It's not a studio album by the way. It's one of those compilation albums. I think it was. Okay, it was 2010. That was the year. Epic Records and Sony Music Entertainment. The same Sony Music Entertainment that tried to bury Michael Jackson at what came to the Invisible album. You know, being not being successful, that successful like it should have been. But nevertheless, folks. But despite all that, folks, you know, doesn't matter because I'm never gonna stop listening to Michael Jackson. I'm never gonna stop watching Michael Jackson when it comes to music videos and movies and shorts, whatever and whatever have you. I'm always gonna buy Michael Jackson outfits. Always gonna dance like Michael Jackson. Look at Michael Jackson. Do the hairstyle like Michael Jackson. Portray Michael Jackson as I can be. The best way I can be with portraying Michael Jackson because I'm still a Michael Jackson fan no matter what. Despite all the lies, all the bullshit, all the ignorance and all the slandering of trying to drag him down, even though he's no longer here, it's not going to stop either way. Just like I'm not going to stop when it comes to being a Michael Jackson fan, and when it comes to him, the trial from years ago, where they try to find him guilty, I I always found him not guilty. Despite all the things they just said and all that and everything, not about any true evidence to back it up about all those things. That was especially how the lawyer of Michael Jackson, had a very pleasing, convincing case. And Michael Jackson, it wasn't any of those things. Despite Michael Jackson, didn't look so good when it comes to the Living with Michael Jackson documentary, where when things he said that are really happy with looking at him like he's truly a pedophile. That obviously didn't look very good on his part, but at the end of the day, I don't think he did anything. And if he did do anything, there should have been evidence of it, clear cut evidence of it, which has all been clear of it. He was found not guilty in all accounts, all charges, which is why there's no need to be hashing this all over again, especially during the timing where his movie coming out, you know, which is still best selling box office so far in theaters, and what I heard currently right now in Japan. So, but that's what I want to say from that, folks. And that's how it is here, folks. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. Shout out to the two Japer for being part of the stream with yours truly. Shout out to the Omega Red for joining up on the live chat here, chatting up here. Shout out to Jogo Gamer and Rockstar Tokyo for being moderators for my channel. They were not here on the live stream, on the live chat, but at the same time, I still give them a shout because they're moderators for my channels, and I always give shouts to my moderators. And there you go. And shout out to everyone else that watch, but then chat on the live chat. But if you feel free to do so next time, please feel free to do so next time, folks. But be sure to keep things positive. Be sure to have a positive attitude, positive vibe, positive mood, positive energy to keep a safe space for all parties around that wants to watch it and that wants to be new subscribers and want to to keep to keep to continue on subscribing to my channel. To also to show some positive love, positive support, positive peace all around. And also, if you want to do some positive troll, like how Omega Red did here, we came to to Jaber saying in the line of I'm working smart, something you don't know about, which is a very positive troll there, that you can do. But any negative trolls of any kind, and you know who I'm talking about, that you'll get a timeout, which I think is a 5 minute timeout. And once that's up and you continue to do more of negative trolls, then you're permanently blocked. And that goes for the rest of the soccer accounts of what comes to as well. If you want to keep doing what you're doing, what comes to it. Because again, we're keeping things a safe space for all parties. All parties want to keep things cool, aloof, and zen for all parties. All parties around. So that being said, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. So, folks, for the true Japer, it's the natural born brother saying peace on the streets for you be well, stay safe, take care of yourself at everything that's going on in the world. For I am out here for now as a visual in aptitude. Goodbye and good night to all you for finger toes, make finger bang for your box. And fuck you on box too and all. And for I am the driller instinct of this channel. Folks, we'll see you all next time for Being the Asylum. BTA, for this was episode 304. Next time we're doing episode of BTA, whenever that may be. We shall see when. Maybe next week. On Wednesday, we shall see. Or whatever weeks that could be available for Omega Red. We could talk about some things like Slammiversary, Forbidden Door, Night of Champions, Great American Bash. And we'll talk about some other things as well when it comes to where that comes online and what we're all we want to talk about as well. But until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless, peace, and take care. For this was Being the Asylum, episode 304. Until next time, take care, folks.